Yeah.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa! Very special day in the arena. One of our own has returned home.
Welcome back.
The prodigal daughter. Yes! Lexie back in the building!
I miss y'all.
Yeah, we already know. Turn the volume down. You already know. We got the show on everywhere, multiple platforms. We love ourselves.
Our own viewers too.
We are. And we had another NBA 2K simulation last night. Rashad taking on Gil. Game went to overtime. Gil got the dub.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. Okay, so at first, I was being called a cheater. Right, because he had an 87 Harden out there. So, we went to all-time list and we was pulling them from there. Didn't know you had to go to Houston all-time.
Oh, okay.
The Lakers all-time. So he got, 5 new players. I got to get 7 new players. Brandon got 6 new players. King got 8 new players. Yeah.
So redo or we rolling with it?
We rolling with it.
Okay, you take
I ain't tripping.
7-game series.
Somebody got to win them. You know what I'm saying? I just chalk it up as game one.
Game one is the easiest to win.
Yeah. And we had a chance to win. You know what I'm saying?
In the overtime.
Didn't have Steph in the game. Steph wasn't even in the game. Yeah. It's my guy.
Y'all in your video games.
Huh?
So y'all in y'all video games.
It's real life.
Y'all in y'all clothes and shit.
We're going to be done.
You in your outfits.
We're going to the WNBA.
You in your outfits and your
Watch
makeup.
out.
Yeah, that's our
You already
video games. We love our video games.
Y'all got to do the W2K simulations for sure. But this is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop,
I'll be
whoop.
on there.
Whoop, whoop.
As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us.
What up, what up, what up?
As I previously mentioned, we got Lexie Brown back in the arena. Showing love to Cameron Brink. Unfortunate situation, but
My little rook. Shout out to her.
y'all will come back stronger than ever in the near future.
Absolutely.
And we have the man known as Cemetery Larry, Rashad
Another
McCants,
nickname?
Yep.
back in the arena. Championship Charles got your big
been here in a
Championship
No.
Charles.
You've been here in a while.
How many new nicknames have you got?
Yeah.
Got 2 new ones.
No buttons today. We got moon moves, but no buttons.
No, but yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shaw, you were supposed to have a date last night. How did it go?
It didn't go.
Why not?
She was a sister. She stood me up.
Why?
Do you think she was watching the show yesterday?
I hope not.
Saw you say she was going to.
Wait, what did you do yesterday?
That would explain every fucking thing.
He predicted that he would get stood up.
Why? It's bad
Why?
vibes?
No, it was good, good vibe. But once she don't text you for 24 hours, she done moved on.
Wait, so when did you follow up about the date? When was the last time you reached out to her about the date?
It was Sunday. I said, you pick the plan and I'm gonna map it out. You should tell me what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna map it out, and I'm gonna do everything.
So that was Sunday.
She never responded. She went to the BET Awards.
Oh,
You know what happens there.
okay. It's like a black hole.
You know what happens there.
You're never coming back.
You never know who's gonna get you there.
Ooh.
So y'all supposed to link after the BET Awards?
So we're supposed to leak yesterday.
Oh.
She had a BET Award coma.
So, but you didn't reach out to her yesterday at all?
No, I give him space. Space and opportunity. She had a hunger.
There
You
you
might have had a hangover and
Problem
you getting
right
drunk
there.
and,
If I make a plan with somebody, you don't hit me up the day of.
If you don't wake up in the morning and text me, I'm off you. You don't wake up in the morning, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Good morning.
So technically, she didn't stand you up.
Yeah, she stood me up.
No, seems
When was
like
the
a
last
lack
time
of
you actually texted
communication.
She got to initiate.
No, when was the last time you texted?
She just gotta be interested.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, be interested.
No,
I'm on your side here.
You know what the funny part about it is? This is the funny part about it. He was talking reckless, and she still picked him.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, after 3 days, you got to give it up.
Maybe
He said it after
presented that to her homegirls, and they were like,
A reasonable mentality for some.
No,
A reasonable mentality.
She might be pushing her 3 days out.
No, they
3 days.
started
But the fact
at
that-
90 days, and I said, you get 3.
3 days and you give it up, and she was like, ooh,
How
I
you
want
go-
him.
wait, how you go from
72
90 to
hours?
3?
That's
is
what I
ample.
said. How do you even have a 90 day
Sufficient.
in the social media world?
And the fact
You
that
get
he
3
said
days.
3 and she still picked him,
She picked somebody else first. First of all, this is the reason why I was like, I'm not texting you. Because I was the secondary. I was the pineapple nigga. She picked him and it was like, but
Wait, pick?
she
Like, were you on a
seen me.
game show?
Yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah, she picked him and then she was like, oh, Lord.
Wait, picked you where?
Huh?
Where did
It
she
was a
pick
game
you?
show. It was a
Oh,
game
I was like, did y'all? Okay, so y'all was on a game show.
So blind date.
See, I need more context.
So she
guys.
went-
You
so-
guys have given me no
So
context.
she went off of verbiage,
Yep.
and she was like, "Ooh, I like him. He's speaking my language." And then when she seen him, she's like, "Oh no,
Him.
you."
Even though you was talking crazy.
I wasn't talking crazy. I was just keeping it real.
Being honest.
I was just keeping it real. Like,
Okay.
look, I don't do those.
Well,
like,
how you probably was thinking about her texting you, she probably was thinking the same thing. And now y'all probably was both sitting
But-
in the morning like, damn, who gonna text who
No,
first?
the difference-
And now you're not on a date.
Here's the difference. There's a prize and there's a winner.
Thank you.
So I know what I am. Does she know what she is?
Clearly,
Well,
I both think y'all the prize.
She missed.
She's the winner.
She's the winner. You are the prize.
He won't even
She
fake
is
it.
the winner because y'all was on the game show.
Yeah,
He won't even fake it for the date.
I was trying to fake it. I was even texting her. I was acting interested. Yeah, I got to do all this.
Acting
It
interested.
seemed like you liked me, and all right, let's go do something. Let's go.
So it's dead now.
I don't know.
So are you gonna hit her up today?
He wasn't planning on it. Look at his face. He wasn't planning on it.
I had already made.
It's the fourth
replacements. I had
weekend.
already.
It's the holiday
Days a
weekend.
week.
Listen.
It's a holiday weekend.
Listen, when Amy and them get to texting back, it's just different, man. And Ling get to saying, I got time today. I got a 6:30 available. I got a 6:30.
Did you see her face? She said her lip just went.
Ling. The always
But I just
dependable
gave, you know
Ling.
what I'm saying? I gave her a chance, and she was like,
The always,
Tyrone.
the always dependable Ling. Well, somebody missed out
She
on.
wanted Tyrone.
Somebody missed out on the Applebee's dinner. But
We was going to Nobu, dog.
ooh, no boo.
was going to
See,
do it
look
different.
at you.
You about to
fucked it up.
Hey,
Talking
no,
about all
what's
the
so funny?
Applebee's and you taking her to Nobu?
Yeah, because I learned that you don't want to go to
Text you
Applebee's.
right now. Hey,
Hey,
hey, big head.
Nobu?
Not no more.
Look at you, bro. Bro.
Hey, big head.
But anywho, here's what's cracking.
Applebee's. I tried to grow up from it.
Here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Lakers introduced Bronny and the rest of their rookie class on Tuesday, but will they be introducing some impact players to the roster this offseason? LeBron's new contract may signal that they will not. Klay said goodbye to the Bay, but are the Warriors saying goodbye to their championship window? Sad times out there in San Francisco. And Kayla Clark and Angel Reese have helped take the WNBA to new heights, but which one of them will win Rookie of the Year this season? But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Do yourself a favor, download the app, use promo code GIL, and you can get up to $250 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. Help us help you. Download the Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code GIL, get your mind right. And also, do you guys like nice watches? I know I do. I know y'all out there do too. Have you always wanted to attend NBA Summer League? Or would you like to meet the Gills Arena crew? Well, our friends at Aura Watch are giving 2 lucky viewers of this show a chance to do just that. There's a QR code on the screen, and the link is in the chat if you want to enter. This is all you got to do. Follow Aura.watch on Instagram, subscribe to Gills Arena on YouTube, drop your email to guarantee entry. You must be 18 years or older to win. And winners of this giveaway will receive a chance to meet the Gills Arena team. The greatest prize. They are the winner. We are the prize.
See how that rolls? See how that roll right out?
We are the prize. A round trip travel for you and your friend to Las Vegas, Nevada, hotel room for 2 nights, Friday, July 12th through Sunday, July 14th. Tickets to both day 1 and day 2 of NBA Summer League. You get to see Bronny and the rest of the rookie class. $100 Uber gift card, because we know y'all want to move around the strip. $100.
Wait, they get tickets to the game?
That's nice.
Because what are you saying, Gil? They receive day 1 and day 2 tickets.
Okay.
So all the games, right?
Yeah.
That's how that
do
works.
we
Full
get-
slate.
Do we have tickets? That, you see, I knew
that's where you was going.
I'm
Like,
over here checking. Like, wait, hold on, wait a minute, because
we didn't
nobody
get
said we
tickets
can
last
get. We still trying to search for the goddamn tickets. So,
This and everything.
so we don't have tickets.
So there are scalpers right outside of Thomas and Matt Gill. We can get them for a reasonable price. They are fans of Gil's Arena.
Summer League.
It's
They also got
hot as hell out
Gatorades,
there.
cold waters, all types of delicious
All right,
snacks.
so let me go ahead and just
Them
put my
scalpers
name
are
into
brave because
the,
it is hot as
hey,
hell.
the Aura Watch. I got to put my name into the Aura Watch giveaway. give me some free tickets.
Give me some free shit.
Gil has now entered the Aura Watch Gil's Arena promo. You also get 2 complimentary watches for you and a friend, courtesy of Aura. The winner will be selected on July 9th. It will be notified via email. So go ahead and enter. If you want to use one of those extra tickets you get for winning on somebody on the Gil's Arena crew, we would appreciate you. If not, we just gonna hang out outside for a little bit.
No.
Nope.
It's hot. Like you said.
Well, deal with it.
It's 110 out there.
Ooh. And we are a tropical. It's gonna be like 115, 118. It's supposed to be like 118 next week. Record high for Vegas. But either way, shuttle right to the door.
Airport Planet.
Oh, that he trying to kill somebody out there.
Hey,
Let him do what he's gonna do.
Stay in the crib. Stay in the crib. And as always, we do Mostly Fans at the end of every single show. If you drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog Fantasy username, and we use it on this program, $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. If you send us a video, Mostly Fans at MostlyFansGil@gmail.com. Y'all shorten the music. Okay, I used to be able to
Like the mode.
I used to really rip through the whole doo.
They're telling you to
Move it
Wrap it
along.
Move it along.
wrap it up.
If y'all send us a video, MostlyFansGil@gmail.com. We use it on show $100 bonus to your account. We do the show live on YouTube Monday through Thursday, most weeks.
That's Stevie.
Y'all up to
Come on,
something.
move around. Move it around, Joe Stockton.
Yeah.
Come on, nigga.
We got audio versions of the show on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. So, Lexie, obviously, it's great to have you back in the arena. But recently, you announced that you're going to be out indefinitely as you continue to battle with Crohn's disease. You've been very open, transparent about it. You know, had some setbacks last season. We're able to come back this year. Allowed us to pull up to the game. I feel like Brandon was the reason it didn't go the way that we were all hoping. He was switching sides. He was switching sides.
He got drunk. Let's just say.
Oh, brother.
Everybody on this
Glad you
couch.
guys had a good
Everybody on this couch wasn't rooting for the Sparks, unfortunately.
The whole arena wasn't rooting for the Sparks.
We were converting the.
We were at an Indiana Fever game.
I'm just telling you.
We were at an Indiana Fever game.
But we was there for Lexie.
That was the most.
We was there
that
for
was the
Lexie.
most ridiculous, insane environments I've ever been in. It was amazing, but the way that whole crowd was cheering for the Indiana Fever,
Unfortunate.
I was like, dang.
Road game.
But it was still fun. But
That's what it was, right? It was like it was a road game.
Our first home game in crypto was that.
On the road.
Was
And she
road-
got a standing ovation after the
After.
game.
Well,
Yeah, that game was.
Ashton Kutcher, Caitlin Clark fan, Mila Kunis, though, rocking with the Sparks. She said she
That
was
was
not.
insane.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just be honest with you, and I hope he don't get offended, but that's just not my problem. When I seen him go walk by the first time, I thought it was Jim Carrey.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah, absolutely should get
Ashton.
offended by that.
I said, oh shit, Jim had the old man brown
You
jacket,
said Jim.
corduroy
damn.
jacket. I'm like, oh, Jim Carrey. And then when I look like, why did I look like
I
Ashton?
just feel like you pulled out just the first white actor you could think of in your head.
Nah, like, cause I guess,
You probably
Jim
said Tom
Carrey.
Hanks.
cause I
said Tom Hanks.
guess on 2.5 Men, he's young.
Yeah.
Is he?
And then when I seen
Was he
him,
on 2.5 Men?
he replaced.
Yeah, he did.
okay.
Charlie Sheen. Yeah,
I never watched the show.
Yeah, so I didn't get the update that he's about 15 years older.
He aged.
He has
He look like Jim Carrey.
Like
now.
he look like Jim Carrey. I'm like, damn, Jim. Like, man, is that
Klay Thompson was also in the building with Michael
Klay
Thompson.
was in there.
Unfortunately, those recruiting efforts did not pan out.
No.
But Lexie, how are you doing? And when do you hope to make a return back to the court?
I'm doing better. This Crohn's stuff has been just a little harder than I was expecting. But it was nice to like get back, do training camp, start some of this season. So yeah, it's a process. I've only been diagnosed for like 6 months. So I'm just getting some things in order. I personally like feel great. My mental is getting better. And I hope to finish the season. It's like, that's the plan.
Okay.
Like, timetable is still TBD, but I feel good. So much better than I was this time last year. So I like can't keep forgetting that. But yeah, it's a process.
What goes along with rehabilitation? Like, what do you need to do to clear yourself?
Yeah, so the thing with Crohn's is like it affects every person so differently. And because there's not really that much like research and data behind it, it's a lot of trial and error. So right now I'm on a medication. I have to get infusions like every 8 weeks right now. So we're trying to find an adjustment to that. Find like a sweet spot to like so my energy stays high. Because it's like you have the medicine in you and then it like runs out
Yep.
like a battery.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to find that level to where like I don't run out.
So it's
I
an
can
energy
just-
thing mostly?
Yeah,
like a
right
lack
now.
of energy?
Right now it's an energy thing, like a strength thing sometimes. Like can't do all the workouts that I want to do to like make sure I'm where I
Is
want
it
to
a
be.
pain? Is it a pain thing too? The pain come along
Sometimes,
with it?
but most of the pain was last year, and I got that pretty much all handled now, thankfully. But yeah, it's a lot of trial and error.
Is it? How many athletes have had it?
Not that many.
Okay, so-
There's 2 NBA players with it right now. One plays for the Pacers, I think. I can't remember his name. And then Larry Nance Jr. has it. So I've been in contact with him. He's been amazing.
Okay.
Giving me a lot of words of encouragement and ensuring me that it's a process. It takes time. It took him some time. He was diagnosed when he was in high school, though. So he's had
so he's
some
just time to adjust.
Yeah, so a little different being diagnosed like in the middle of your life.
Yeah.
A little bit older, but he's been great. Connected me with some specialists out here, so he's been awesome.
Well, you know we're riding for you. You always have a home here at Gills Arena. Love when you're able to come back.
Thank you.
Love when you're able to come back to this couch, but we want to see you on the court. We are pulling up to more games. We will make sure that those who are not Sparks fans among us,
Are not invited.
200 level, put in the mid-level. No 10 feet on the wood.
No.
Gotta get this.
Gil-
Gotta get that coach in order too.
Yeah.
Out there,
No, allegedly.
out there fucking shit.
Let's talk a little WNBA released the All-Star rosters on Tuesday. Both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese made the 12-women roster that will be taking on Team USA in Phoenix later this month. So the impact of both rookies cannot be overstated. And a look at the top All-Star voting totals from last season to this season shows just that. So Asia Wilson was the top vote getter in 2023 with nearly 100,000 votes. This season, Clark and her Fever teammate, Aaliyah Boston, finished first and second with 700,000 and 618,000, respectively, in fan voting, followed by Wilson, who had 607,000 votes, Stewart with 424,000, and Angel Reese came through with 381,000. Wow. So games featuring Clark have set viewership records on 6 different networks. And Tuesday night's Fever Aces game in Vegas had the highest regular season single game attendance in the W since 1999, with 2,366, or 20,000, excuse me, 366 people.
What arena is that?
That's T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
They moved it from their normal arena to T-Mobile.
See, that's.
That is.
You remember I asked? You remember I said that? I said when they.
Remember we said a lot of.
No, when I was like, they're creating these small arenas, and when you create a small arena, you don't have the capacity
to expand.
to expand. You know, that's just anything, and like just high schools, like you don't give yourself an expansion. So now they have to think about all the arenas that they have. They got to get rid of them now because if the W keeps going back, now they have to get back. These arenas are too small now again.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And you look at those All-Star votes, that's like
Crazy.
a 4-time increase.
Yeah.
Like times 4
In 1 year.
under 100,000 to 700,000 votes. That's incredible.
That's great to see. So the league was growing before Clark and Reese came through, but what has the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese effect meant for the W this season?
Yeah, it's been everything. I mean, you see, like, other players are benefiting from it. It's not just them. It's not just this rookie class. But my favorite part about all of this has been seeing the rookies on the floor. And, like, everyone has always wondered, like, why doesn't the college fandom follow the follow them when they get to the pros? Because for so many years, rookies were just buried on the bench. Their confidence crushed, like snuffed out. And then the next season, they're like, oh, well, you're not good enough, so we're going to just cut you. Or we're going to put you on another team because we don't think you belong here. We don't think you're good enough. So I've just been really excited for the young players getting an opportunity early to learn faster and get comfortable faster and like kind of cement themselves in these organizations earlier than like I barely played my rookie season. I wish I had the opportunity to get on the court my rookie year, but.
So do you think that just a business sense that some of these teams are starting to realize that the girls that's coming into the NBA or WNBA, they have the following, and it might be in their best interest.
Yeah, to put them on the floor.
To put them on the floor. So.
And yeah, I mean, you clearly see the contrast. The top teams have no rookies playing. The bottom teams have rookies playing. But at the end of the day, only one team is going to win a championship, and this is a business. So I feel like teams are making business decisions, but also you're helping these rookies grow, mature, and learn faster, which will then extend their career, I think. Because it's so many times I know so many players that are in the league like 1, 2, 3 years, barely play, and then they get cut. And you're like, well, I didn't even get an opportunity to even show anything. So I'm excited for them.
I think that everything that's happening right now in the WNBA can be contributed to the conversations that we've had on this couch. And I don't want to say that they ain't listening to everybody else on the outside, but I think that our points that we've made strategically on the marketing side, on women being more women, in the element of the NBA, like the way they've been dressing, coming out, being more feminine, where guys are looking like, yo, who is that? Like they're double backing, playing the rookies more, the visibility being on ESPN more, NBA TV more. Now we know where we can go and watch a game, YouTube TV. These are all avenues where the WNBA has grown within the last 6 months, maybe.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at an aspect where the more we keep talking about little tidbits of corrections that they can implement, maybe they hear them, maybe they don't, but we can see that changes have been made in a short amount of time, where rookies are playing now, where we're hyping up Angel Reese to the point where she can be ahead of her time early on.
I mean, she's going to go down as one of the best rebounders in the league.
Look at that.
Like,
and if we're not watching, we wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now we get to see it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you too about Angel. I see a lot of people, the criticism of Angel is she's rebounding a lot of her own shots. That's a
skill.
That's the not. But somebody
It's
posted
skill.
a video. It was like 2 or 3 times, but there's like 6, 7 people around her all trying to grab the rebound, and I'm looking like. Do you
That's not easy.
Do you think she's deliberately just throwing it back off to herself?
Yeah,
No,
it's
she's
Well, that's what
she's fighting.
Bill Russell was doing back in the 60s.
Well, that's
Remember I said-
said that was the one part of her game that was going to translate immediately was her motor.
Gil Russell.
Yeah.
But we already knew offensively, like when people were saying she should go back to school, it was basically to work on your offensive game a little bit more.
Yep.
But that no one said anything about her defense and her rebound, and they already knew she was that's what she does. Right? So from here it's just, she's gonna get her rebounding is gonna be elite.
Forever.
Year after year, summer after summer, she's just gonna have to work on her offensive side so her offensive side can catch up.
Yeah.
Right now she's just still raw.
Yeah.
She's just raw from the offensive side.
I mean, and once her offensive game catches up to that, her rebounds might go down a little bit
Yeah.
because she will probably start making those shots. But, I mean, she's high level at that.
She's
That's
relentless.
exactly what that team needs from her.
Exactly.
She went to the perfect team.
And obviously, supposed to get drafted higher, ended up dropping to 7. Kind of a blessing in disguise to be able to play with that squad, come to a team that's obviously a little bit better than the bottom of the league. But now All-Star along with Clark. And both of them are currently the front runners for Rookie of the Year. Clark, the fastest player in WNBA history with 300 points, 100 rebounds, 100 assists. Angel was named Rookie of the Month for June, amidst of a single-season record. 11 straight double-doubles. She's just one shy of tying Candace Parker's record of 12, which was done over multiple seasons. So just looking at it right now, if you had to put your pick in, who will win WNBA Rookie of the Year this season? And this is right now. It could change. Of course, the season's going to go on.
I don't even know. It really just depends on, what you value. So for me, I'm valuing the IQ, passing, shot-making ability of Caitlin Clark. And they've managed to turn their season around a little bit. But then you go on the flip side, and Angel, winning Rookie of the Month, breaking WNBA records, doing things like that, rebounding. So, it's what you value more. And for me, from just the way I like to play basketball, my vote would be for Caitlin, but it's close. I wouldn't be mad at either one of them, but the fact that there's a race is amazing.
Yeah.
Usually it's one rookie that gets minutes and everyone else is on the bench.
Yeah.
And one rookie will just run away with it just based on the fact that they're on the court more than everybody else.
Yeah.
So this is great for the W race.
Rashad, if you had to put your pick in right now.
Definitely Caitlin. and there's no shade to Angel. It's just what Caitlyn has to face on a nightly basis of like them trying to stop
Number
her.
one on scouting reports.
Like they like
Yes.
you like she can't get equal opportunity as everyone else because then she would average I think she would average 25, 26 a game because you're not trying to gear the scouting report to stop her. Like Angel Reese, I feel like they're not giving her as much of a strenuous assignment when it comes to scouting report because she's going to do what she does. She rebounds. It's hard to stop somebody who rebounds. Then you got
Cardoso.
Cardoso on the same team. So it's like you pick your poison.
She's getting a lot of those rebounds too because sometimes they're like sending doubles. Like, but again, that's still all very hard to do. It's energy, it's effort.
Yes.
Obviously, not everybody is doing it or is capable of doing it. But yeah, like you said,
But
top of the scouting report.
Caitlyn's passing, like you said, the passing, her IQ level, she's spoon feeding. Like imagine if they would actually finish three quarters of
probably finish the season. I predict she'll finish the season with like 2 or 3 triple doubles.
Yeah,
Ooh.
for sure. And I just got to go with Caitlyn on that stand alone. It had nothing to do with influence or none of that. Just straight baller mindset. When you got somebody at the free throw line shoots 1 free throw, they got 2. You shoot 1 and you try to find me.
Yeah.
Before you shot your
Immediately.
second.
Right.
That's different.
So my teammate
That's
did.
different. Like I'm overseas
All
and
that smoke. She shot
I
her
did
free throw
that.
instead.
Man, I've seen it. I've seen a nigga so amped up to guard me that they didn't even finish the
You
free
got
throw.
another free point.
You got a hole, bro. What are you doing? Like he's standing in front of me. Yeah. Bro, you got another free throw. Relax. Like I like that with Caitlyn.
They both have their flaws and strengths. You know, Caitlyn's getting roughed up in her own way, you know, as a guard play, but Angel's is getting
Choke slam.
yeah, she's getting body, but because she's bigger, we don't see it. But you gotta remember, she's a post player, so that means she's taking a lot of cheap shots herself.
Yeah.
Right? She has to be, she's learning how to become a real offensive player because now she has bigger girls, defenders that know how to play defense. So it's harder for her to score versus someone like Caitlyn because Caitlyn can go get screens. She can you go double and help, right? She gets free more. Angel won't get free, right? Because she's posting up and there's somebody behind her,
Someone there.
right? So she's averaging a double-double. Caitlyn's playing. They're both breaking records, playing. If it stays the same way all the way through, I'm doing co-MVP, co-rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's gonna be hard to say one wasn't a rookie of the year. They're both at this point
What if,
doing a great job at
Would you ever give Rookie of the Year to a defensive player
if their defensive impact was that impactful.
over like an offensive juggernaut?
It all depends.
What if one team makes the playoffs and one team doesn't? Would that, you think that would sway?
No, but what team was better before them two got there? Right?
Chicago.
Chicago was-
Yes, and they got two top
But I
10
mean, they were
picks.
both.
Right, they got two top 10
Sky
picks.
currently the AC Fever, the 9th seed in WNBA.
Yeah, but that's what I said. Right now, they're both doing a job, and if you know these two in the media form is your bread and butter right now,
Just give it to both of them.
you give it to both.
I'm not mad at that.
It makes for a
Yeah,
better.
You build that rivalry,
It
you build that.
unifies and makes for a better story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? There's only
Definitely
so
one
long.
person
There's
can
only
go
so
over
long.
that.
There's only so
That's
long you
gonna-
can keep doing black versus
Gonna
white.
keep doing, and I feel like
What?
they've both done such a good job at staying in their lane, being themselves, and just coming out and hooping. That this narrative of one versus the other is like now y'all forcing it.
Yeah.
Like y'all are forcing it, and both of them being successful as we see is great for the league. Like one does not have to be better than the other. Them both playing at a high level.
America was built on separation.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to
Is he-
continue to do, to keep trying. But we, as the new media, can
Yeah, we
create
can
the narrative
change
We do what we
of
want.
unifying
We
it,
do
right?
what we
It's,
want.
remember, it's easier. It's when you think about like a click, right? If I say Angel's better, right? We get all her clicks, and then all the Caitlyn clicks, right? That don't think that's better. They get to click it,
yep.
right? They get to click it and be mad. So I get double. If I go reverse, right? And say this person deserves it, Clayton deserve it, all the Reese. So it's easier when you're talking about media to just keep putting them against each other because right now the numbers say do it. But business-wise, moving forward, it's better to say they both won. Now both sides are happy. Both sides are still going to complain that their person should have won.
Right.
Right? So you still get the same thing.
So y'all can be mad, but we're still elevating these.
Well, people are going to be mad no matter what.
Don't penalize anyone.
Did Angel didn't go to USA. She didn't get picked for USA either.
No. So I want to know what the backstory, even from like 2016. So Caitlin is a 4-time gold medalist. No, Paige is a gold time. Paige was
Paige.
She was the head of that class.
Yep.
Once you
Angel never been.
Yeah.
So she at 16U, 17U, 18U, 19U.
She's never been.
Even though she was.
This past year, they've finally just invited her to one.
And she won silver. But when in that youth, and she was the number 2 player in the country, and they never invited her to the team.
USA basketball is.
They pick weird.
They're weird.
They pick weird.
I've come to terms that I probably will never be on any type of USA team ever again.
Okay, well, let it be known.
So I'm like, their selection process and everything is like, it's always been like problematic for the most part. So, I mean, I don't think that anybody on the Olympic team should not be on the Olympic team. I think that they picked a great team and they're gonna go and
this one.
Yeah, but like the whole process of it, it's like you have the pool of people and then you'll get put in the pool, then you'll get taken out, then you'll get invited to this mini camp and then get kicked out, but then some players won't show up to the mini camp, but then be on the team.
But the question is, are they picking the best players?
Who, them? The professional one. I was talking about the youth one.
Oh, the youth one?
The youth one. That's what I said. This one.
Yeah.
That's what I said from the youth.
When I was younger, I went to 2 trials. And then my grad year in college, I chose not to go because I was in grad school and I didn't want to miss class.
You need your
And they've
education.
been like off me ever since.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like Brick, all of those girls has been.
They're like,
you trying to get smart? All right.
trying to get an education?
As I said,
Whatever.
Brick has 3 golds, and I was wondering, like, damn, Angel don't. And then there was like she never got invited.
Yeah, it's
even though she was the
it's very
second best player.
strange.
So between Caitlin and Angel not being on the USA team, them both being the candidates for Rookie of the Year, I think, like you said, a co would make sense because there's no separation when you talk about black and white.
Yeah.
Like they always want to paint the
And I
picture.
think they should make an effort to try and get them both on the next.
I mean,
the
I
next
think.
one is gonna be
now-
on the night. They ain't gonna be
Yeah.
able to have.
No, but what I'm saying is,
Next Olympic team.
And it's in
this is my.
It's in LA.
It's in LA.
This is my.
Oh, we back!
This is my thing.
Sometimes you gotta pop out.
This is my thing. These girls were, and we can see they were bigger than the W as for just names, their popularity from high school. So they already had the gold medal experience. So they are recognizable when they played over, right? You know, from the youth age, they were megastars already, and then it carried over into college, right? So coming into the W. Just like our youth team right now, they're winning by 95 points, right? There's no competition. So right now it's for exposure of. So that's why I said they both should have been on there. Remember, I said it from the beginning. All of them plus because it's about recognition. You want to walk like the men do, right? When Bron and them got put on that team, it wasn't because they was playing.
It's because this is what's to come.
This is what to come. You know, hey, yo, shake some hands, take some pictures. You go out there, we'll win the games.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they should have been on this Olympic team.
Why not?
I just don't think. I don't think it's necessary.
What I'm saying
Definitely
is
necessary.
14.
Necessary for what though?
Because
I mean, I know we're trying
because you're
to grow
already
everything,
gonna
whatever,
win.
but like,
You're gonna win
no,
every
not
game.
necessarily.
Why?
Those teams, the other teams over there, are getting better.
Yeah, won by
not that
40-something each
Not that
game
much
last-
better. They're not getting that
Last
much better.
Olympics, that was 4 or 5 years ago.
No,
How many spots are there on the roster for the Olympics?
12.
12. If you're going to
there's
only play 7.
There's only 12.
but they're only playing. But they're not. They don't.
only
I
Go
know,
playing
but like,
7,
who
8
are
people.
you putting them over?
You're
It
gonna
don't matter.
It does matter.
Because 11
The people on that team
Kelsey
deserve
Plum,
it.
11
Chelsea Gray can both sit down.
What I'm saying is 11 and 12 don't play anyway, right? But their ego of sitting kind of becomes a problem. Like,
I mean, not necessarily, because you're on the Olympic team.
You
Like,
represent your country, yeah.
It's different.
Aight.
Like, I've never been on an Olympic team. Have y'all been on an Olympic team before? Like, I don't know what that, like, I've been on like a USA team, but I've never been on an Olympic team. So I don't know what that's like to be like, I'm just like, I'm just happy to be here. Like,
But if you've been there before, if you got people on that team that's been there before, and they know what it's like, and you got 3 girls that can amplify this whole experience down the line.
But why are you taking away these players' experiences? They might not be able to experience Olympics again. Them 3 are gonna be able. Them 3 are gonna be on the next Olympics.
Diana Taurasi.
I don't.
She's about to break a record
For what?
for most Olympic appearances.
What's her 6th
right?
or 7th one?
See, I don't have
Like,
we're
that's
doing it
important
6
for
or
her.
7.
Yeah, when you.
So why are we
6?
taking that from her?
Because
it's
These are
important
some
for
people's
this rookie.
first time
Because
at
this
the Olympic
rookie.
Games.
True.
Why are you taking those experiences?
True,
away
that's
from
why-
them?
that's
It's a
why
record too. It's a record for these 2 rookies to come in and.
No, that's what I said. Once the list came out, I can't say who's going to be on it, who should be taken off.
Right.
That's not my job.
Yeah.
Right. After you pick the list, I can't say, all right,
Yeah,
these 2.
so like
No,
I
no.
respected
So I'll-
everybody's argument as to why she should have been considered and why they should be considered. But once the list came out,
Yeah.
you're like,
But
who y'all taking off this list?
but
you can't.
because that's why it was once the list came out. Then from there, you're talking about people's legacy.
Yeah.
But just like somebody like Drew Holiday and whoever, you can find 20 more players better than him. But that's who gets put on. So if he don't play, he don't care.
Right.
Which
Right,
is why
so
I'm
he-
glad that they made the All-Star team. Because now they're going to play against the USA team.
But we get to see them play
Everything all at
together.
once.
They get
Didn't
the
All-Star
community
team
for the
smack them
community.
last time?
I don't remember.
I thought didn't the All-Star team smack the didn't that happen?
Oh, last
The last Olympics, they did.
Yeah,
the
I
same
think they
thing,
did
but I
smack
don't
them.
remember.
2021.
2020.
No, but the
2021, yeah.
the COVID pushed it.
Whatever team, I know they smacked. They if I'm not mistaken.
It's always the committee.
Because those girls is mad because Enrique is going to be on that All-Star team.
Oh, she's going to drop 100.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah, Team WNBA
But I'm
defeated
just
Team
like,
USA
this is like,
93
this is
to
not going to be an
85.
All-Star game. This is
93,
a
yeah.
real game that they've got to play.
Yeah, so it's 93-85.
93-85 when they met in 2021. So
WNBA All-Stars won.
yeah, back in 2021. So we asked the chat who will be the WNBA Rookie of the Year. 56% said Angel Reese. So
Love
the girls were in the
that.
chat about it. Let's keep it.
a lot of niggas in there.
No, what else? What I was gonna say is, will these girls be considered assholes if the 2028 Olympics come and they're like, nah, we good? If Angel and Caitlin says, nah,
I
we
would
good.
be shocked if they did that.
We're good.
I don't think Caitlin
No.
will do it.
In LA?
In LA, like,
Well, I mean, Reese, because she's never had a goal.
She will do it.
Caitlin got 3 already.
Yeah, Caitlin ain't. I don't think.
They don't
I think
have
her.
Olympic
They don't have
her
goals.
ethics. She got basketball.
I know, but I'm just saying.
They're not gonna say
Now,
how
hey, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm good. I remember what y'all did.
Nigga, her PR team will not have. You
I know
better
that.
get
Her
your
PR
ass
team,
on.
yeah.
She's a white American. Man.
Because y'all got to remember, by the time 2028, Paige is on that team for sure.
Juju.
Juju.
Oh shit, yeah, that'd be yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, but
That
again,
2028 team would be-
it's a process though. So like the camps, all the stuff, the other world championships, like you got to do all that.
Do they really having tryouts and stuff?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a pool. Like I have friends that were in the pool, and then they were like suddenly no, they're like, no, we good.
So if you get your top 5 players in the league right now,
top 5.
Top 5 players in the league right
in the
now.
W right now, that you would go start for the USA team,
Based on the list,
Yeah.
or based on just
based on not the top 5
Oh, top 5.
oh god.
by position.
So point guard. Even though she's not an all-star, Skylar Diggins has been playing her
Fire,
ass
yeah.
off.
She always had game.
Okay.
I put her at
So
the
you're
point.
I put her at the
Good
point.
shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, let's rewind because
Okay,
I'm
rewind.
about to put like the whole Seattle Storm team on this.
Top
They have been
5.
hooping
Top
the Seattle
5.
Storm. Jewel, NECA.
Jewel.
So Jewel's on the Olympic team. NECA, is NECA on the Olympic team?
Nope.
No.
Nope. She didn't make it.
She's an all-star though. I mean, I think BG is playing at a high level. She's not. I don't think she's
The
BG
Jizzle.
Yeah, she's
yet.
a 5.
Brittany
They're
Griner.
5.
So what is Asia? A 4?
She'll play the 4 on that team.
Okay.
So Brittany,
Slide to the 5 at some time, I
Asia,
guess. Brittany, Asia.
Skylar.
Oh, well, Chelsea Gray obviously is their point guard, but she was hurt. She's been hurt. So
But she's
been-
top 5.
They've been cooking though since she's been back though.
She's their starting point guard.
Oh, that makes
so
sense.
yeah.
She top
They won 5
in the
straight now
league.
with her back in the lineup.
I didn't even think of Chelsea. So yeah, Chelsea, but she's been out.
Okay, so you need a 3 and a 2.
Jewel and Jackie.
Jewel and Jackie?
Jackie Long.
Jackie Young.
Jackie Young, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Jackie Young is the actor.
Who else is in
she's nice.
No.
Shout out Podcast
Yeah, I'm thinking of Podcast
I'm
B.
Shout out Jackie Long for Podcast B. Legend.
I like Jackie.
Five
She's nice.
of the best players in the league right now.
Long, young, short.
So where do you rank Enrique?
She's up there.
Top 10?
I don't know what the T is of
She's
that
a
situation, but I mean,
Wait,
she pretty much said it. She was like, I didn't like the vibe, so I
Dallas
did.
Wings.
But like, she's just a bucket.
So just getting the top 5 from you, just hearing it and then seeing the rest of it's like it's a total difference between your top 5 and how everyone else sees the W because you get to see the players in real time. You're like,
That's every sport.
she's cold.
Yeah.
She cold. Be like, well, then how is she in the top 5? And it's like, wow, they just picked her. It's like we don't be knowing unless we hear it from us. Like we ask Jason Tatum and them.
I gotta see them. I gotta see them every night. Like,
I played.
But then that becomes people like when we say our top 5 and people are like, well, how did you pick that? Like, you ain't got to stand in front of the dude. You ain't
shit,
gotta
not even mention Sabrina. Like,
That's what I was
You
saying.
ain't got to open that cage and go close it and sit with that lion.
yeah, like.
She said, I got to be careful on what I say because I got to see
I gotta
thinking
see all
like-
them.
I got to see those
Shit,
scholars.
Kelsey Plum had 35 last night. Like,
Killing.
Yeah.
5 straight wins for the extra shout out.
Yeah.
To the Crowley.
And
play them on
and I went
Friday.
lower. And I went lower on her.
Don't do that.
She ain't been playing like that.
Don't
She
do
see
that.
Caitlin Clark, she won't get 34.
Nah, you know what
do
happened? It's just like anything. She's a shooting guard.
She got to play her position.
And then you put her to the point guard, then they overthink. Oh, I got to run the offense like that now. You know, that happens all the time.
Yep.
Girl, you were not worried about that.
Like, huh?
Sure does.
So you weren't worried about that.
Nah, I remember that Tyreek Evans.
Oh, yeah. When he
Tyreek Evans at the point.
25 and 5.
Woo!
Different.
Put him at the shooting guard.
Can't shoot a lick.
Can't shoot a lick. Now he's sitting there
People
thinking.
don't realize how hard that point guard position is.
That
Like,
point, yeah.
Well, let's keep this thing moving. Talk about the other team in LA. Lakers held the introductory press
The other
conference
team.
for their rookie class on Tuesday, and all eyes were on Bronny James. So before his first media availability as a Laker, Bronny shared a moment with LeBron as the duo did their customary dap.
That looked
move.
like, damn, look at him.
Shout out Rich Paul in the building as
So
well.
crazy.
I thought that was Scott Van Pelt in the background. It is not. So LeBron and Savannah were offered front row seats, but opted to post up in the back to let Bronny get his shine. Bronny was asked about his decision to enter the draft after one season at USC and also potential pressure he's facing playing with his dad. Had this to say.
What about the timing to come into this year's draft compelled you to make that decision? And then how much of a consideration was, well, my father's still an active player?
For me, you know, I always try to put that narrative of me trying to get my name out for myself. But just coming in and trying to get better, you know, Rob has told me that there's a great development system here. So I just want to come in and get my work in and get better every day. But I never really had a thought of, you know, me going to play with my dad, but that's always, you know, there to, you know, take part of, but that wasn't a main focus of mine today.
How much more pressure is on you playing on a team with your father, and how are you going to handle that pressure?
For sure, amplified amount of pressure. I've already seen it, stuff, media and stuff on it, in the internet and stuff, talking about I might not deserve an opportunity, but you know, I've been dealing with stuff like this for my whole life. So it's nothing different, but it's more amplified for sure. But I can get through it.
Shit, we averaged 25.7.
He's so precious.
The LeBron James clan
He's so precious.
combined.
Why people hate on this kid? Why?
I like the him and his dad both do the
You know what's funny? Like, he's right. It's not going to be that much pressure on him because, remember, Bron coached his team.
when he was like dunking and layup lines back in the day.
Remember all that. So when people,
popped in the
when he
layup
had to, when you're talking about crowds of kids, the whole camp is coming to watch, but they're coming in for his father, and he has to perform. This.
Talking crazy, hitting shots, and
It was,
doing
he got to see
the arrows that
early age,
Bron.
ninth grade, that when his dad's around, shit get a little different.
Yeah, but he was still a kid then.
I know, but that's
now
what I'm saying.
he's like an adult, so
But the
kind of nervous.
But he had to play when his dad was in the building. He ain't really got to play right now.
that's true.
You know, then he had to go out there and hit points because everybody's watching.
But still, everyone, I just am thinking about the things that are going to be said to him, and I know like that's part of it. But he doesn't he don't deserve that.
Nigga, you look like LeBron.
What does he deserve?
Boy, you look just like your daddy.
Is his name LeBron James Jr.?
Bronny.
Bronny is what
Bronny.
His name is not LeBron.
Bronny.
we call him Bronny.
Bronny's a little different.
A little different?
He goes by Bronny.
Brontavious.
It's still ABJ. It's
I mean,
LBJ.
do you
I don't
think
know.
they strategically have raised him or told him to act like unbothered by the fact that his dad is LeBron James instead of just being like,
Well, I'm sure if you deal with it for long enough, you just stop giving it.
I mean, I obviously my dad is not LeBron James, but like I know,
But he is a legend.
professional athlete as a parent. But it's like we've never seen anything like this before. So I was always interested to see how the route they would choose for him to take. So like this kind of like, oh, I've never really thought about it before. Like I know y'all be at Taco Tuesday being like, yo, I can't wait till we play together. Like I know like that has come up. Like it had to.
Yeah, that was what I was going to
Rashad, is it obvious?
I was gonna get into that.
Okay.
I was gonna get into that. Like,
Okay.
it's weird. It's almost cringe to think that you guys could try to sweep that under the rug. Like, y'all haven't had in-depth conversations. Like, I could potentially
Like, I just feel
play on your team and you can play on my. Like, where's Bronny's like personality? Like, I'm looking for the kid that smoked weed on the. You know what I'm saying?
But Rashad, it was
he
a roach.
was his own.
It was
like,
a roach, and we don't
I
know if
think
it was
this
fire
all
or not.
Before.
We don't even know what that was.
And we don't know-
It ain't
It was
even
all
on the internet.
before.
It could have been Reggie. It
was
could have
all
been
before-
Reggie.
It was all before the heart thing, right? So then he comes out of that, and it's like you don't really hear from him. You don't really get to hear him speak. He don't have no presence anymore on social media. Like they took him offline. And now we only get to see him when he show up for the draft and stuff like that. And my thing is, everybody's having this conversation of nepotism and privilege and all of that type of shit. And it's like, well, you know, if they can do it on this side, why can't we do it on this side? And it's like, whatever side you do it on, somebody's gonna get left out of the pot anyway. There's gonna be that one guy who deserved it, who not gonna get it because the billionaire's dad, the dad is a billionaire and the son,
shit, that's
you know, can get the
lifestyle,
spot.
unfortunately, but
I mean, the Lakers doing what they did to get this thing done and thinking that there's not going to be any pressure.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's going to be the different part. It's definitely going to be pressure.
well, historically, 55th pick, not much expected from that particular draft pick. I'm just saying, in the last 5, 10
that's
years.
the problem. It's the 55th pick, right? Will there still be pressure if he came to training camp and he signed a 2-year deal with training camp? Because that was going to happen anyway. No matter what we say, he was going to be on the team, right? If he didn't get drafted, he was going to be invited to training camp. He was going to be on the team. That's just how that was going to work out. So no matter what, he was going to be in this jersey. The same thing was going to happen, right? Nothing during his path was going to change because it would have been training camp. It would have just been 3 of them up there instead of 2.
I mean, I think it's better that they drafted him because it could have eventually been like someone got drafted and then they put Bronny on the team instead of
The
kid
drafted
got
was more just for because that's what Bronny wanted,
Yeah.
right? He is his own entity.
He is a
He does make his own.
businessman.
He makes his own moves. He does his own thing, right? He's a video gamer.
I don't believe that.
No,
bass player.
He does what, that Twitch stuff?
Yeah, he
You're the
was
son of a billionaire, bro. You don't do shit on your own.
shit. He has his own bodyguard.
Okay, well, he could have
got his own
chosen
house.
to really do nothing.
Exactly.
Just sit on his ass all day.
It would have been the
Well, he
same,
chose to
it'd have
not
been the
do
same
that.
privilege.
His own trainers. He's
Privilege
like,
doesn't change.
We got the access, but you got to
but
do
we
something.
can't- Yeah, you still got to do something with it.
So in other news, according to Shams,
Prove that you deserve it, right?
so
but he's gonna like.
Everybody keeps saying he deserved it.
But like, why are we acting like this? Like,
What did he deserve? Like, what did he earn? Like, what did he, like, he came in, he worked out, and he got the spot. Like, you look at the longevity of the guys who was in college for 2-3 years, and it's like, oh, I fought for this. It's like, people are believing that it was given to him just based on workouts.
so what does he have to do for everyone to like just shut up?
I was thinking if he averaged 10 or 12 points, no one would be able to say a goddamn
As a
thing.
55th pick.
Even he would have posted go earlier.
him
doing
having
10
that
points, 12 points a
In
game.
college, you're saying?
In college.
Okay,
in college,
okay.
he would have got picked earlier if he would have did more work, and nobody would be able to say anything.
What was so funny? He would have got picked earlier if they wasn't calling saying don't pick him.
That part too.
So, I mean-
but they're only doing it based on the resource
Because
of what you're attached
Because
to.
you slide, your salary
But if-
slides too. So obviously that wasn't even really.
But that's what I was saying. Go back to school so you don't have to have answers to any of these questions based on someone giving you anything. Go back,
No matter-
get 10,
It was
12.
Yeah, no matter what, that was going to happen.
No, because you earn it at this point. Like, you got bodies of work, you got highlights, you got footage.
What
You're
if-
like, yo, he's killed this game.
Okay, what if he stayed in college and it didn't?
And he
happen
doesn't
that
translate,
way,
so
and you
then-
still get drafted.
But what does it matter about earning it? Like, if you help me get my foot in the door, once I get in the door, he got drafted. What happens now is all on him.
Yes.
And that's all that matters at this
It's always, but it's the opportunity to get drafted.
No, but what I'm saying, it don't matter.
It do.
Just you got me in the door. My name got me in the door. Now I have to if I want to stay in the door, I got to keep it. Right? So it all depends on him too. Most of us got our jobs and most of our relationships come from somebody we know.
But look, it doesn't come with the resources behind that opportunity. If I get an opportunity to sign with Def Jam and they give me a machine of producers and all of these things behind me, I have longevity in front of me. But if I just sign with Aftermath and they don't give me no budget, they don't give me nothing, and I have to do it myself, my career outlook is gonna look totally different because I don't got the resources. Bronny, he has an advantage because he has resources and he has a safety net in Rich Paul. He got agents, he got different
He's
things.
the first person that's ever.
And that's the difference, is he's the most polarizing person that's done it. He's the son of a billionaire.
Well, people hate
It doesn't really
LeBron.
happen in sports that.
Yeah.
This doesn't really happen.
It happens in business. It
No, it happens in sports. No, it happens in.
that
happened in
It
Rick
happens on the
Barry,
other
Rick
side.
Barry and all his sons.
No,
Luke Walton,
what I'm saying is every billionaire we have, if you follow them, they're fathers.
Yeah.
If you followed, Elon, all of them, they had their parents.
They had
is what
bread
started
coming
it.
in, yeah.
They didn't start from nothing. They had an advantage. Trump. You got to talk about who's second? Who's second richest?
Oh,
Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates is.
None of them are parents shit.
Yeah,
I'm a broke
Bill
nigga,
Gates.
so.
What's the one in Oklahoma? Second generation?
Oh, the Bennett's now. Who is it?
No, who's who? Buffett,
Pickens and all
Buffett.
that? People
Yeah,
Warren
that's
Buffett.
second generation money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you do with it?
Well, I'm supposed to not take my father's, what's the name? I said, I'm gonna do it on my own.
What is the obsession of that?
No, give me my.
I
give
got
my,
it out the no.
Nah, fuck that. I got it out of the mud.
Like, no.
That mud.
Why are we obsessed with that mentality? It's like I don't get it all the time.
So according to Shams, the Lakers and Bronny have agreed to a 4-year, $7.9 million guaranteed rookie contract, the team option in the final year, which means
Bezos got a $150,000 advance from his father.
yeah, to create Amazon. So
Just in case you want.
Bronny Lakers 4-year, $7.9 million deal, team option in the 4th year.
How much?
4-year, $7.9 million deal.
Wait, what?
4-year, $7.9 million
That's
deal.
Bronny's contract?
Bronny's contract, team option in the final year,
Second round.
which means
Second round money
Second
now.
round.
shout out Rich Paul. Not the first time Rich Paul has done this. If we were keeping it real.
Lively.
Chris Livingston, I believe, got a.
It was Chris Stevens or Lively?
Livingston was the second round pick last year. Rich told teams not to draft him. They already a deal in place.
And how much did he get?
He got a deal from the Bucks. I think he was the last pick in the draft, if I'm not mistaken. I do remember him coming out from the stands and celebrating this moment. So, but this means that Bronny will be a member of the 15-man roster. But here's the thing: Bronny's NIL evaluation ranged from $3 to $7 million from last summer to the end of his freshman year. So technically, this is taking a pay cut to come play basketball with that. Come play basketball with Dad. But brings me to the next question: what are your expectations? What are your expectations for Bronny in his rookie season?
He's gonna learn a lot.
So Chris Livingston signed a 4-year, $7.6 million contract
He
with
was
the
the last
Bucks.
pick in the NBA draft?
Yep, including $3 million guaranteed.
Damn!
And an
I know
average
what you're
annual
thinking.
salary of 1.9.
I'm thinking the same thing.
What are you
I'm just
thinking?
thinking
'Cause I don't know.
It's a different time, fellas.
Yeah, I'm just thinking how lonely it was when you were just like on your own as a rookie. You just had to figure it out.
Nah.
I just remembered that. I'm just sitting here thinking,
Oh,
like,
you thinking about that?
I'm just thinking,
I'm like, yo.
I'm thinking about
like-
Sam Million. That was the number
even that.
5 pick in my NBA
That was number
draft.
one.
No, for whole country? No.
Our number one pick was
Total?
Total.
at 6-7 million. I think both
Per
like
year?
6-7 years. But he got
a year, right?
That's per year. I'm talking about this is for the 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
So
like
you're
2
looking.
point two.
The Kwame was like a 4 for 13 or something
Yeah,
like
4
that.
for 13.
Because I think you ended up surpassing him by the fourth season because you only did the 2-year deal
Yeah.
for it. So,
Like me,
Which was
second
wild.
round, 32. That was 2 years, 600,000, something like that.
but I think a lot of people talk about in your case, Gil, second round pick, but you ended up
I got
making
to the bag faster.
You made more money than the number one overall pick, I believe, by your fourth season in the league, which is fucking absurd. But
No,
so technically, you were the top pick in that draft.
Yeah, I'm happy for Bronny, man. Ain't gonna take nothing away from him, man.
But what are your expectations for Bronny in his rookie season with the Lakers?
But none.
Yeah, I
You
don't
have no
have any
expectation.
expectation.
like realistically, and he'll play anywhere from 10. He'll probably get in 10 to
You think he's gonna
20
play?
games.
If he plays, it'll be
10 to 20
absurd.
games.
If he
10 to
plays
20 games.
any games,
Well, he has
it'll
to.
be
They
crazy.
gotta get a Bronny moment.
Next
No.
year,
That's-
maybe.
Oh no!
They have to-
whoa!
Wait,
Relax. Come
They
on,
both
man.
got
Why
to
y'all
dunk on
doing
Rudy
that?
Gobert this year.
Wait.
They both got to dunk on Rudy Gobert.
With the guys- what's the new coach?
In the G League?
They said no time in the G League.
No time in the G League.
Which I don't believe.
I don't believe that either.
No, he ain't going
Well,
to.
because
I know
can't
what's
you-
been said, but
He's
Well,
not
he's
going
not
to
a
the G
two-way.
League. He's not
They
going
not
to.
two-way. He
Oh,
said he
so
refused
if you're
two-way
not
contract.
a two-way, you cannot go to the G League. He's on the team,
Yeah.
and you cannot.
he's on the
go.
15-man
And
roster.
if that is a thing,
See, and that's the thing that I'm saying with the opportunity given to bypass all of that shit to go straight to a guarantee second round. You ain't had to really do nothing for that. Like that looks
I mean,
crazy.
so I understand that from like a competitive athlete standpoint, but as like a community that loves LeBron and
yeah, that's
Black
cool.
nepotism and all these things, it's amazing.
Whatever.
But from a competitive
All rookie team.
standpoint, I
Now what?
understand.
No, I'm
but
saying.
yeah, he gonna have to come in and like do a little something. Damn.
Nah.
He had to kill.
little bit.
He had to kill in practice if they have practices where he can prove himself and be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, we got to put Bronny in."
See?
That'll give him an opportunity, but
See, I give him about 10 games, about 10 to 20 games to get in.
and who is his competition?
No, remember, think about, so this one I think about.
Gabe Vincent.
Think
Max
about
Christie.
blowouts. You got to think about all the blowouts that's going to happen. Blowouts, they blow out or we get blown
So,
out.
thank you.
So he's going to get in about
More
8,
likely.
he's going to get about 8 to 20 games he'll get in for a couple minutes. That's what I just looked at the roster of just people who they're the 15th player on the team and they got about 12 games for the season.
Yeah, it's just like if you're gonna use that spot, someone not gonna play, or a few people not gonna play. Like,
Yeah,
why
I mean, when
not?
you're down 20 or up 20,
Just
I get it,
to
but
get
no.
into the league and to have to play trash minutes just
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when I could be in college getting real minutes.
No.
I can be
No,
doing
still in
real
college, But
shit.
you're still in college.
you could
So
be in
what?
college or you could be on the
Dominating.
Lakers.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
like,
be on the
stop,
Lake.
please.
I'm gonna be on the team regardless because of my dad. Whenever I decide to come
No,
out,
What if he's done playing?
he's my dad.
I also wanted them to be on the team together.
He's my dad. Jeff Bezos has a
you
son
think he was
that's
gonna-
19 and be like, "Yo, Dad, I want this warehouse."
And there's a report today that Bronny's expected to spend some time in the G League
Really?
this season. I mean, from a development standpoint,
It wouldn't.
it is
it would.
a
It
graveyard.
would be. That would be a waste of time.
Why would I come? Man, I'm just gonna go be
You would
national.
sit- if
I'm
you
gonna
could
go
on
be
the
college
Lakers or
player of the
sit
year.
in Chapel Hill or be in LA.
I want to be the college player of the year.
You would.
I want that.
I don't believe you.
I want that.
I don't believe
I did it. I surpassed the second year to go to the third year to be the champion.
That's
I said that, like literally, like
That's
nah,
it.
sophomore year, top 15.
But
Nah,
not
I'm cool. I
the-
want top
like,
3
not when you were, like if you were now. You would
right
still
now.
Do it.
Yes, because I know what.
So if you were
Because if
in
I don't
college
pan
right
out,
now, you would still navigate your college career the exact same way.
absolutely. Because listen, if it pans out the way it pans out for me that it did, I only played 4 years and I had nothing else to show for it. I can look back at my college days. I fucking killed. I was a fucking monster. At the end of the day, I can always hang my hat on that. If Bronny comes in and do 4 years and he can do another 5 and do another 6 and his shit grow, he made the right decision. But if he do 3 years and then we like, yo, what happened with Bronny? That's to me, that's why I always go against it because I'm like, it's so much more for him. He can create a real name for himself. He ain't got to hide in the shadow of his dad. His dad never went to college. That's the one difference he can make.
But so, question for you: college program, resources, facilities, workout, all that stuff, versus now having an opportunity to be in the Lakers facility day in and day out, playing with arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, playing with AD, the rest of that Lakers crew, more beneficial for his development than being in college?
Yeah. He gets to, instead of going against some backup point guard that you're going to be who probably won't make it to the NBA versus playing against D-Lo every day in practice, Gabe Vincent every day in practice. Now you're learning how to lift, you're learning how to be a pro, you're learning how to watch film, right? Just the knowledge itself, right? It's not even the physical part. It's just learning the game that you're going to be coming in. 3 years from now, he would be a senior in college, right? 3 years from now, he'd be
third year in the league.
If they had to face each other in a one-on-one match, this man is so advanced for the same age at 22. He would be so advanced versus the guy coming into college. No matter what he did in college, he won't know this. So when he comes into college being whatever the year, he still is going to go through some rookie wall.
Yes.
The 22-year-old who's been there 3 years, that is not a case.
So whether
he's going to be more of an advanced player.
So whether 19 or 22, regardless, whenever you come to the league, you're going to deal with that rookie
I'd rather
wall.
like, what is he going to learn from college versus what can I learn from my dad and D-Lo and all these guys? I'm around superstars, and I can pick up the good habits and get rid of the bad ones.
And it's not going to be easy either, so we got to give him credit because he absolutely could have stayed in college and kind of figured it out, but he's going to challenge himself and learn from the best. Then, yeah, he's going to be with his dad, too.
So let's talk about the bigger issue going on right now with the Lakers. So after the Lakers failed to make any major moves at the trade deadline, there was much anticipation heading into this offseason. But entering now with the fourth day of free agency, the team has yet to make any significant outside moves to strengthen the roster. So despite LeBron's willingness to take a pay cut to give the team room to add an impact player, with the bulk of those players now signed to other teams, LeBron basically bet the Lakers $20 million they couldn't improve the roster. And at this point, he has won the bet because according to Shams, LeBron has agreed to a new 2-year, $104 million max deal with the Lakers, which includes a player option and no trade clause.
Wait, 2 year?
2 years. So he opted out of the final year of his deal. I think he's making like 51, 52. Then now
so he just signed an extra year.
The same thing.
But an extra year now to go get another extra 51, 52 mil.
So it's a 2 year with an option after the first.
Yeah.
So he can be a free agent next year.
Again. Give me my TV bread. And a no trade clause, so I'm here.
I'm here to stay with Bron.
I'm here.
It's crazy. They wouldn't give my man Kobe that bread. They made that man retire.
Who? They gave Kobe a 2 for 48.
Yeah, and Kobe took all of it.
Motherfucking 2 for 100.
But that's then.
It was a different time. The bread was different.
Fuck all that.
The bread was different.
Fuck all that.
Right?
Man,
The bread
they
was
said,
different.
"Oh,
2 to 100.
we're gonna need you to wrap this thing up, man. Got to need you to wrap this up, man."
2 for 40.
Cole would have did 23. I think Cole would have did 23.
What, years?
Hell yeah.
No, he couldn't have. No, that year messed him up.
That year did. That year fucked him up.
Yep.
But I'm
When
just
he got
saying,
hurt.
even that last year, he didn't want to end it not making it to the playoffs. So I think if he could have ran it back, he'd have ran it back just to end it in the playoffs.
This is the reason that we have load management now, right? If Lakers can rewind time when Kobe hurt his Achilles and they said 10 to 12 weeks, or no, that was 10 to 12 months, right?
That was D'Antoni too.
And his ass came back in December. He came back in December way faster than he was supposed to and played 6 games and then got hurt again, which was something different. I guarantee you, load management, he wouldn't have been playing.
And he was averaging 28.
In that December, he wouldn't have been playing in that December. They would have had his ass out. You know what I mean? And that's what we have now.
Do you think Kobe would have participated in load management like they are now? I don't.
He would have motherfucked all them.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Load management.
And when people ask me about load management, it's like this, right? You get the schedule, because I used to when the schedule came out, I'd go to the coach, and we'll go through the schedule, right? And because it was more of are we gonna stay in Miami or we're gonna go to the next city, right? So they're trying to figure out what we're gonna do for that part of it. Then I'll see them circling stuff, right? They'll just circle, okay, loss. It'll be like these things called schedule loss, and then they say, all right, with the way we did it, our record's gonna be 42-40, right? Like, okay, that's a good, And then now you play it out and try to figure out. So on some things they call schedule losses, that's what they have now as load management games. So let's say we playing 4 games in 5 nights. We played the first 2, then we have a day off. And then let's say that third game is
Orlando.
Now we play Denver. Or let's say we play Boston on the day off, on that third game, then we play Orlando, right? Man, we're not gonna beat Boston. And if we do beat Boston, if we do play hard against Boston, are we gonna be?
And so you lose and you waste that now.
Hey, Bron, AD, take the day off against Boston, so you have 2 days off. And then we're gonna try to win that game in Orlando. Then we'll try to get 3. We'll go get 3-1.
But even last year, you saw them do, I believe, against the Spurs, where they did that. Like Bron played 1 game, AD didn't play, but they ended up tricking one of those games when these are wins that are gonna come back to bite you in the ass.
But that's
come playoff time.
But because they already did the pre-schedule, they're trying to just figure out how to manage the time.
Also,
now.
is there a moment like if you do have one of these scheduled management games when the guy's like, I actually feel good today, I can go, will they let them?
It depends, because now, people don't understand, as a fan, it's going to be frustrating for you because just like any player, they put the heart monitors on everybody now, right? So even in practice, they're going to check your beeps, you done hit enough beats. You're like, nigga, it's only been 15 minutes, right? But where his body's moving, sit down. So you do get frustrated, but, coming to a game we playing against, I got to play against Steph today. And they're like, yeah, we're going to give you the day off. Bet. Shit, I ain't going to argue with you. I'm not arguing with you. Where's Caruso? You said Caruso tomorrow? I got Caruso tomorrow. And that's just, no one's going to argue with you giving me the day off.
I think the load management should be predicated towards injury only. Injury only.
See, they do
like you said with the Kobe shit.
Yeah, they do prevention now.
If you're saying load management is what got him up out of there early, it's because he came back early from an injury, right? That should be the only situation that load management could be indicated for. It's like, all right, you've had an injury, you just came back early, we're gonna bring you in. Everybody else though, there ain't no just all of a sudden I'm gonna look and be like, all right, man, you take the night off, man. You've done enough for the last week. And I'm supposed to be okay with just you telling me I get a night off when I'm about to go play against somebody I've been waiting to play against for 2 months now? No way. No way.
Did you have, were you in, you was there. Did y'all ever have them dudes that come in that put all the shit on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they had the outputs. So what they do is before the game, they put these things on, and then it'll spit out your output, like how much energy you're putting out. So they have a percentage probably of, if it's under, let's say 65%, you ain't playing because you're injury prone.
Yep.
So they're doing more prevention now than before. So it's kind of like if you look at just across the board, even Luka's and them, they're not playing 70 games. My the young boys is not even playing that many games. Right, so they're like, nah, we're just gonna take so y'all can be fresher for the games y'all do play.
They're trying to predict.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Which is, to me, it goes against what we actually do. You can't predict when I get hurt or how I get hurt or how much energy I'm going to exert based on my adrenaline. My adrenaline comes on how I get up for the game. If you start talking shit, the energy went from 65 to 85.
Yep.
Just because you like, hey, man, that broke ass shit. Man, you ain't hitting shit in that.
I think the obsession with data, analytics, numbers is kind of it's we're in a weird time with sports right now. But I understand prevention and all that stuff. But you don't know when you're gonna tweak something.
Tweak or play bad. You don't
control any of that.
It's one of those. You ever go back into the season damn, I wish. See, this game fucked me up. This game fucked me up. This game, right? You got these. It seems like that's what they're trying to prevent. But as a player,
As a human being.
As a player, you have to understand. Bron's been on this. How long has it taken you to get to that 40,000, that 50,000? And that's why when people say he's taking all these games off, I'm saying for a dude who's trying to get 50,000, he hurts himself every time he takes a day off.
Yep.
Right? So no matter how you look at it, he should have had 40,000 5 years ago.
Facts.
Right? If he stayed with the same trajectory he was, even if he retired 5 years ago, he would have had this record 5 years ago. So when you're talking about people like Luka, Ant-Man, all these young guys, they're handicapping you to 74 games to 66 games.
Yeah.
The chances you're beating Jordan, LeBron, and Kareem, it makes it harder now.
Yeah,
because
every year you don't play 82 like Jordan and them, that's one more year it's going to take unless you go to the playoffs.
You got to at least average
Jordan
75 to 72 games a season and play.
Not even 72. 72 still puts you at a down. You got Jordan who played damn near 9 games, 82, 81 games, 80. It kind of, like you're going to literally have to play 20, 22 years at the same level, which is, for some of them people, unless you're physically gifted, it's not going to happen.
And that's what you say. Physically gifted for Michael Jordan is being able to be durable enough to fight through the whole,
playoffs and finals.
But that's how you know, and this is why you know load management during the season is team-wise and it's not injury-wise. When the playoffs start, how many load managing games do those players have? None.
Zero.
Not one.
Not one game is load managed. They out there. They out there playing. Because now the team needs them to play.
Yep.
So there's no load managing in the playoffs.
So it's the team doing this shit, fucking off the whole algorithm.
It's a double-edged sword, man. That's what I said. It happened to a few. It happened to Halliburton and happened to Donovan Mitchell, where Donovan Mitchell, if you look at Donovan Mitchell, he came back on game 65. Meaning when he only had 65, like that mark, that was the day he came back, like, oh shit, I got to come back today.
Yeah.
Played 2 games, back in.
And you got to hit like the 20-minute threshold per game.
You see, that's why I said it's a double-edged sword. I don't know how they got out with this. If you're telling me to sit and I'm doing it, right, you're controlling my 65 games. Because now when you're saying, oh, sit, and I'm like, nah, I got to get this contract. I'm going to play. And then even if I just go in for 1 or 2 games, now they're like, nah, you got to play at least 20 games now. So now that player don't sub in. Because Embiid could have subbed into the game and came out.
You got to play 20 minutes, I think, for it to count as a.
Now you got to play.
There's a little wiggle room in it, but.
See, so now they're forcing players to not just sub themselves in.
Yeah. Well, now the curtains keep being pulled back because I remember when this load management started, a lot of people had beef with the players. But everyone's starting to realize that it's not always, it's not the players
because
it's
easy to blame the players. That's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Like they want, like I heard somebody say, I said, didn't Pop start it? But they were winning. That's not the fucking point. The point is who started it.
Yeah.
Pop.
I remember that.
His formula.
That Heat game when they sent everybody back to the crib, but they almost ended up winning the game, so it kind of put it.
Yeah, his formula was successful for his team, but he was still doing it. Right? We're going to sit this game, we're going to sit this game. Everybody else, they just don't have the formula, they're just trying to do it.
Right.
It's not that they won championships doing it. But that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, he played his players only 72, 74 games, and they won these championships. That's what we're going to mimic. Y'all just don't know how to do it yet. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So Pop has denied that he created load management, just as an aside. Said, I never took out a sheet of paper and said he's going to do this, he's going to do that, but.
A jigsaw.
Yeah.
He's just like, y'all wanted this matchup, y'all should have had it in the playoffs last year. Well, fuck yeah.
So let's back to LeBron. 2-year max deal, obviously player option, no trade clause, but how embarrassing has the Lakers offseason been so far? And why are they struggling to land an impact plair? It's the Lakers, Gil. Los Angeles.
Feels like the same as last season, right? Last offseason, they didn't land nobody. And the season before that?
No, they did not.
So they just been dropping it. Rob ain't shit, man.
Get Rob on the phone.
What Rob doing? Are they scared to
What was the biggest thing Rob did?
Was it AD? It wasn't AD. Was it AD?
Was it Russ?
I think Magic was still.
AD, right? No, AD, right? AD.
They probably afraid.
The original deal had, when Magic proposed it. B.I. stayed, Kuzma left.
Yeah.
Right? So we would have still had B,
Yeah.
Bron.
No.
AD.
It would be Kuzma in New Orleans.
Kuzma would have went to that. So Magic threw Kuzma in the deal.
What deal?
The AD deal.
Oh, the AD deal.
Yeah, so it was like Josh Hart. It was like Josh Hart, Kuz,
Clarkson.
left hand.
Randall.
Randall. It was that. So he had Kuz, and then what's the name? Switched it and put Bi in it.
So get on the phone.
So I don't know what has he done.
Nothing.
But it's weird how a lot of players say I want to play for the Lakers, and you still can't get that deal done. But I guess that's the problem when someone like DeRozan. DeRozan's a free agent.
He's free agent, but they're trying to work out a sign and trade, a bunch of different options right
He's
now.
a free agent. Oh, he wants the.
But to get the bread,
He wants the Chicago money.
said, I'm not taking the MLE, so don't give me that mid-level.
So he wants the Chicago money.
But Lakers, Heat, a bunch of teams have been now
They
mentioned.
can't afford that, can they?
Who?
The Lakers.
Lakers?
There is a God in heaven. When there's a will, there's a way. They have pieces they can move.
You feel me?
You know,
There's not
They
a move.
can't
There's not a
afford
move
it.
that the Lakers made in the last 6 years that's made any sense towards like winning the championship.
well, when they made that Western Conference Finals run
They didn't
Which
make
one?
no
last-
move.
You 2 years ago?
2 years
They didn't
ago,
make no
bring
moves,
Vanderbilt. I mean, you brought some good,
What was the move?
getting Rui. I mean, they've gotten some good pieces.
I'm referring to
We won a championship and then got rid of damn near like 6 players. That was
did not break bread. That was the downfall. in hindsight.
AD, Melo, Westbrook, Malik Monk. You had all those guys on that team. That was probably the most talented team you could have. They did absolutely nothing with that team.
How many coaches have they had since the championship?
since the championship 3.
3, right?
So all the free agents they could bring in, talent-wise, even if you bring DeRozan in, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, it's DeRozan.
Yeah.
What did he do? When he was with his team,
Averaging 20-something points a game.
what is he doing?
Making the Chicago Bulls
So we know
relevant
you're
because
not
they
gonna
suck.
you're not gonna come down to the Lakers and do that. You're not gonna come to the Lakers and average 27.
Who? We don't need him to average 27.
we
22 is good.
So if
To
we
represent Compton and get some mid.
DeMar DeRozan at a 18 a game,
Oh.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell. 18, we winning the chip.
DeMar DeRozan at 18 a game.
If DeRozan averaging 18, LeBron's going to average just about 25, Anthony Davis averaging about 20. Fuck yeah. D-Lo with the 15-4. We don't have a third consistent.
I thought what it
Wait,
was
so if
Lemon
you
Daddy.
gotta
Lemon
pick-
Daddy was
if
there
you
for
gotta pick
nothing.
Lemon de
AD,
Papa.
You gotta pick AD or DeRozan having the second
Yeah, I
highest
did.
average.
I got a
Who
B
are you?
plus in
You're
standing.
picking AD?
You picking AD for sure
Why?
because he's your
Exactly.
big man. He need to be.
Like, what
Papa
if
de
he's
Limon?
still super
Papa de
effective
Limon.
without being the second leading scorer? Like, he's gonna be up there, but I feel like DeMar's biggest strength is
Scoring.
Scoring.
Yeah.
Papa de Limon.
He's average.
AD can rebound and play defense, and he gonna get you points.
That's why I got a B.
But you can't take DeMar's.
What does DeMar do differently than Lemon Daddy?
Easy. Average,
do you mean?
average 20 points plus for the last 11 years.
On all twos,
Currently
straight twos.
He averaged 24 last year, currently.
24. So
The year
on
before that,
Lakers-
24.
On the Lakers, that's gonna go. All the shots that Austin Reeves had is all the
What
shots
did
that
DeRozan?
are all the shots that DeRozan's gonna get.
Yeah.
Yep. What?
That's the same amount of points.
No.
Same amount.
Nah. One is a score. The other one is just trying to still figure out what his game is.
One can score.
One is a
I'm
score.
not gonna call DeRozan a scorer.
11 years averaging 20 plus.
Why
He
is he
can
not
score.
a scorer to
He
you?
can score.
What is? So what
He's
is that?
not
What's
a
the difference?
scorer.
What's the difference?
You can go get buckets in a variety of manners.
Okay.
What?
Variety, not just
Twos.
little
52%, 52%,
Like
54%.
started hitting-
Richard
what?
Hamilton wasn't a scorer; he was a great shooter.
Yeah.
He's a great mid-range shooter. He ain't no go get me a bucket.
DeMar is go.
Nah, DeMar ain't gonna go get me a bucket. Definitely not. But he He can score.
But what was his clutch last year? Because it seemed like he
He had
wait a
clutch
minute.
moment. No,
I was gonna say,
but he ain't. I'm saying, you know
Several
the
game
difference
winners.
between a scorer and
12
a
game
nigga who
winners
can
last
play.
No, several. I didn't
He
say
can
that.
play.
Like 12.
But when you like, hey, go get me a bucket, however you can go get it.
he do that.
Nah.
No, you crazy.
Nah.
So
No, you crazy.
I watched the Bulls the last 2 seasons. Him specifically.
What is his
Not a
fourth
good
quarter
sample
point?
size,
What is his
but-
fourth quarter point?
Specifically, he not going like.
that's
he
not
had,
a good sample size.
He had games where he had like
His career.
14,
Finished second in clutch
15.
voting.
He's finished second in clutch.
Yeah.
Who's
Because he
first?
taking the last shot.
Give me a bucket.
Taking the last shots.
Which
Who's
means
first?
that's great.
Hold on.
That's great then.
Kobe White had more of the options of being a scorer than DeMar.
Nah. Kobe White, just give me the ball, homeboy.
He
Watch
a
out.
scorer. Kobe
Kobe White
White's
is
a
a
scorer.
scorer?
Yeah, he go get that. He go get a bucket for you. He's just undersized. He's like
De'Aaron
6'1".
Fox in 2023, Steph last year.
So he was second behind Steph.
But that was
Yeah.
DeRozan 2023, right? With the clutch award, or was that
Behind De'Aaron Fox.
He was behind Steph.
this year? Okay.
Behind Steph.
You picking Paul George? I mean, you picking DeMar DeRozan over Paul George?
No.
Uh,
I personally am not.
I would not do
I
that.
don't know. He averages 6 points in the fourth quarter.
Who? Paul George?
DeRozan.
Oh. How many does Paul George average in the fourth quarter?
I'm about to see. 5 point in.
Yeah. In that situation, yes, I'm going Paul George.
Paul George, 7.
I'm just talking about.
Paul George is 7. Paul
I'm all the
George.
scorer. You a scorer. Paul George is a scorer.
Is it because he shoots more threes?
He can go get you a bucket in
So
variety
if
of
DeMar
ways.
start hitting threes, then he'd be a scorer to you?
DeMar got to go to the cup and go give me a bucket anytime I need it.
He do that.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, God.
No, he does not.
Oh, no.
He does not.
So Steph had the most clutch points this season with
So he
189.
just-
DeMar had
okay, so Steph
182.
is the-
100 so he had
scorer to you.
182 clutch points by the clutch square definition
He
metric.
goes to the back.
Tyrese is a scorer.
Yeah,
Tyrese
okay.
Go give me a
There
bucket.
with you there.
Go give me a bucket, man.
So
I ain't worried about nothing but you going to give me a bucket.
let's keep this Lakers centric. So JJ Redick named head coach. Coaching staff is finally starting to take shape as Redick has added 2 former head coaches in Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks to his staff. So McMillan has head coaching experience with the Sonics, Blazers, Pacers, and most recently the Hawks. And Brooks has coached the Thunder and Wizards. Do you like Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks as assistants for JJ Redick with the Lakers? Gil, you said he needed to give some guys, some former head coaches with
It really
experience.
feels like a 2K's game right now. Like building your coaches.
Nate McMillan, Scott
Brooks. You draft your podcast partner's son. Like, this feels like not real.
Well, hey, Mind the Game podcast was a very good podcast when it had its time to shine.
Wait, is it over now?
It is over now. All those fans, feel free to
No, we don't know if that's over.
migrate over to Gil's Arena,
Wait,
presented by
that's
Underdog
crazy.
Old man
Fantasy.
podcast is over.
No, he said he's not doing any podcasting.
Oh.
So we will take your subscribers.
What a segue, bro.
Get down or lay down.
That was probably one of the best segues from career to career I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen it coming.
My name is
Wow.
George.
Yeah, I saw your clip of you talking
I
about
seen it. I seen it in the.
Josh Radamas, another name.
Ball,
that-
Rashad?
No, I was in the meeting
Josh Radamas.
behind the curtain.
You got a crystal
Y'all
ball
in
in
here
his house?
talking about. I ain't supposed to be in here.
Name me Bill Scott Brooks. Y'all like that? Okay. There's some silence on this couch for those listening to the audio version of this show.
Listen, I don't I don't have hate. Okay, I do have hate,
Let it be known.
right? But it's not his fault, right? It's just he's part of the entity.
Who?
Oh, Team USA.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Nate.
Wait, what
Was
happened?
that back when we had the military box?
I don't give a fuck
They
what
left
box
you
he
off
had.
the team?
Military.
They left you off the team?
They didn't leave me off the team. It was more like a re-kick.
The vibes was not
It
vibing.
wasn't. They hit me with some shit that I just didn't. I'm on the bubble. On the bubble. I'm like the 4th best player here right now. I'm balling right now. I'm on the bubble. I'm out of here then. Right? You're not gonna just cut me when we get to South Korea.
Bubble boy.
Right, don't get me all the way out here.
So you know what I mean. So
Cut me.
but he was on that team, so his name just don't.
I saw your face.
It just don't.
I
See,
saw
okay,
this.
circling back to that. That happened to some players in the USA team. They flew them out. I don't know where they went, but they flew them far as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And then the players that they actually wanted became available. They was playing in the finals. And they flip-flopped them.
Flip flop.
And I was like, oh, nah.
No frequent flyer miles to speak of.
They like went.
But I guess since he's a Laker now, I gotta push away and remove my.
In the beef, Gil.
You know, I gotta take away and then put him in a whole different light. You know, under the umbrella. So I like the two coaches. You know, added to the roster. You know, we got one that's defensively minded, right? That's Nate. Brooks where did he coach?
Thunder and Wizards.
Was the Wizards. So yeah,
Who did he coach?
he was the
OKC.
Wizards.
He coached.
Damn, what? Yeah, he was the Wizards. Okay.
What Thunder team did he coach?
Westbrook now.
The-
So and then he brought Westbrook back, and then Westbrook had the triple double. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he was with the Thunder from 2009 to 2015.
Yeah.
I don't really plan on picking the Lakers as my team next season.
So
course
you pick a new team
We
every
knew
year?
that.
Yeah, so,
that's your thing.
So this whole segment is just a I don't give a fuck.
So,
As long as y'all is in last place, I really don't give a fuck.
So in light
I
of
hope
that,
everything goes wrong.
Well, that's
You know what I'm
fair.
saying? I
We
hope y'all
appreciate-
only win 15
I hate the way we walk, the way we talk,
Yeah,
the way we talk.
all that.
And I know what people thinking. Oh, he got Laker on his shirt. No, it literally says Mamba.
It says Mamba.
It just literally says just Mamba.
All right, well, let's move around.
Laker jersey. It is a Kobe one.
Let's move around. So Monday, Klay Thompson dipped from the Warriors after 13 seasons with the team, electing to sign a 3-year deal with the Mavs in a 3-team sign and trade that sent 2 second-round picks to the Warriors and Josh Green to the Hornets. Tuesday, both Steph Curry and Draymond Green offered their thoughts on Klay's departure, with Steph posting a series of IG stories reflecting on their journey, along with this message. So we've got some of those moments for you. So Steph said, "Gonna miss you, Klay. Even though we won't finish the journey together, what we did will never be done again. Couldn't have imagined a better run with you and Draymond. Changed the whole Bay Area, changed the way the game is played. Killer Klay at the center of it all. Thank you for everything, bro. Go enjoy playing basketball and doing what you do. Splash Bros for life, my guy."
Man, you couldn't get an actual post on the page?
But like about 17, 18, 19 story, I think.
Man, kind of makes you want to cry a little bit.
You know,
man.
Chad Thug here.
I know, and I'm
Little
like,
emotional.
Warrior, like,
He put on the main
damn.
page. He's like, let me get in my feelings for 24 hours.
I mean, we knew at some point it would come to an end, but this is
Not
sad.
like this.
Even for Warriors haters like myself, this is sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
The team was very meaningful, that fan base. While quite annoying, it was good to see them successful after all the down years the Bay had. So I take it the Warriors will not be on your list of free agent
Draymond's fault, man.
free agent destinations.
Fuck, man. Ain't nobody want to see this shit happen.
So there was also a report that Klay asked Steph not to exert his influence over the franchise in contract negotiations. Klay reportedly had a 2-year, $48 million offer from the Warriors last summer, and according to ESPN's Ramona Shelburne and Kendra Andrews, before free agency started, Klay was willing to take a 2-year deal at $20 million per year, but the Warriors' response was, "We just can't do it yet."
Oh, nah.
We just can't do it yet. So in the same article, it was revealed both Klay and Dre were in their feelings after the Warriors gave Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins extensions in 2022 after the Dubs championship. So they got those extensions before them. That may have been the precursor to the one hitter.
Could they have gotten an extension then?
I think they could have got some bread then.
You don't remember the conversation? The conversation was Dre was up,
Klay
Poole was up.
And Klay was
Yeah.
Klay wasn't up
One
yet.
more year.
One more year.
Then they gave all the money to.
They gave the money, they had to give it to Jordan because he got punched. They gave it to him after the punch. They
They had to bump up the.
you gotta pay him. If you don't do anything, pay him because of this.
Mm-hmm.
But that money that they were gonna pay Jordan was gonna be all of Draymond's, which is why they felt like he was doing that to get Jordan out of there.
But as Warriors fans have pointed out, Warriors gave Klay a max deal with a torn ACL when he missed 2 seasons.
$67 million.
So
over the 2 years he missed.
A lot of Warriors fans say, look,
He came back and delivered them another championship. So
he'll bring ring number 4.
like, come on.
What was it gonna pay him when he was up back then?
I'm just
last year.
It don't matter.
Didn't
No,
they say
when he signed that deal, you're paying him for what he did, right? Which was what? 3 championships then?
Yes.
all
Splash
NBA
brother.
teams and all that.
Then he
right?
missed those 2 years and got paid.
So he missed the 2 years, got paid, but that contract was what he did during that time.
Right.
Now this contract is what he's done since then,
and this last year.
right? So, what? It ain't worth 2 year 48.
2 year for 40 now was, I think, what Klay's team
I
was
mean, you
doing.
averaged 18 last year, which was the bad
He
year.
said 2 for 40, and they said we good.
So they went down 8 more.
Just can't do it yet, Klay. You gotta.
He did. They didn't. That was
No, that's what I'm
they
saying.
brought it, right?
He went. Remember, I said he went against himself. He bet against himself and said, "All right, fuck it. I go down 8 million. My performance this year, 2 year, 2 year
they said-
40, and they
they said
still
no.
said no.
Yeah.
In a sense.
So have you heard the murmurs? The murmurs were, Klay's like, look, pay me my money.
Yes.
Why y'all haven't paid
I think
me
Richard Jefferson said something along
my
that
money,
fact.
right? So my thing was, I think we had a conversation about why they wouldn't pay Klay first before Draymond. And for them to pick up Draymond and not pick up Klay and then still call it Splash Bros, which was what it was really created for. The two main shooters doing their thing.
Yeah.
Draymond played an integral piece because he was the defensive guy, but
Especially after the pool binging. Like, he binged pool, and y'all still gave
if
me.
you want this dynasty to continue, you need to lock in the Splash Bros. You lock in the Splash Bros, you good.
Ain't been the same since.
My
And
nigga-
now, you ain't
my
got
thing
no
is
Splash
this,
Bros.
What were they saving the money for?
Exactly.
Try to get Paul George.
To try to get Paul George.
And the womp womp.
Did not
Okay,
work.
So basically, you got $8 million less than what you really offered him. And you said, hold on, because we got some other shit
We're
brewing.
trying to get Paul George. Draymond on his pod said the Clippers basically didn't play ball, which should have been expected. You're not going to trade him to a division rival.
So
Unless Kuminga was involved. I think the words were
basically,
hesitant.
basketball god said, fuck you.
Yes.
That's basically what it is.
Yep.
What y'all
The
get.
guy y'all could have got for $8 million less than what you was offering him. You was like, hold on, just wait a minute. And he was like,
Bye.
nah, I'm good.
Y'all treating me
Yeah.
like I'm not me.
Yeah. And then he went and
Now
signed.
So I see it both
Contender.
ways.
Now
I
we
see
on a contender. So
That happened with us, Larry Hughes. The owner had he had to go into surgery, triple bypass heart surgery. And before he went under, he said, sign Larry Hughes. Right? That's all I give a shit. Just sign Larry. So his first day of negotiation, they went in and they gave Larry offer. Larry didn't even counter. Just went and signed. And they were like, we didn't know. Larry's like, I got screwed last time in free agency. I didn't have no time to negotiate with nobody.
Give me my
Right?
money.
We wasn't gonna sit here and go back and forth. Whatever you thought I was worth, said the first time. This is what you said. This number's better, and he went that way. So they didn't even have a time to negotiate with him. And I think this is what happened. You sit here, hold on, we're not ready yet. And he's like, I don't have time to be fucking around.
Doesn't this sound familiar to the Ray Allen situation in Boston?
Yeah, everybody ain't trying to negotiate, y'all.
It does sound nasty.
Yeah.
Like Ray Allen has to go to Miami, da 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 da. But then they saying like
Winning
Ray
another
never
trip.
came out and said it was bad business, but then he was kind of doing some bad business with Ray to make it happen.
But there was talks behind the scenes, though, that he had kind of mapped out that Miami move a little earlier.
Oh no, he was waiting on the call. I remember having a conversation. He was like, I was waiting for the call. They was supposed to call me with the offer, and they didn't come to the table with it. Same with Klay. Klay not gonna come out and say it's bad business with the Warriors.
Which it shouldn't have been.
That the organization is doing some questionable shit. Even with the whole shit that happened, Klay sitting back like, do I really want to come back to some shit like this? Which is why he didn't sign with the Lakers. It's too much pressure.
There's too much,
There's too much shit going on.
going from the Warriors to the Lakers, yeah.
Nah, listen,
Too much pressure.
you telling me 2 year 40 and they said 4 year 80 and he said no.
For a 3-year 50 with no state income tax.
Too much pressure.
Like that's what I said. Not if he's saying I will take. Like remember, I will take 2 year 40. So he was like he's saying I want to stay here, and you're saying, hold on, we got some other shit in play.
We're trying to get
We're
PG.
we're trying to get Paul George, so we can let you walk.
And he ended
He's
up
like, all
taking,
right, well, bet.
he ended up taking three year 50.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he walks so which is not 20 a year.
Yeah.
So he walks. Y'all lose.
No
Yeah,
state,
you
no
can't
state income tax, though, close.
What I'm saying is you
But those
can't
property
recover.
taxes are gonna be a bitch.
Golden State can't recover now.
No, they can't.
If you had Paul George, yes. If you had Klay back for the 2-year $40, you still got enough money to keep going somewhere else. Now you losing. There's nothing you can do.
And you lose CP, free agent. You ain't got no tradable pieces to get that value back.
You do, but they're not coming up off of Kuminga.
But that's not enough. That's not the value of Klay Thompson.
I get it. I understand it.
Wiggins by himself is not
enough.
Not attractive anymore.
So
even though he's a solid 18 points a game, he's a solid 18 points a game. So, you know, but if you can throw Kuminga in there, like, okay, yeah, you know, now
think about
now he looks great.
What do they need to go get?
Now it don't even matter.
It don't. Think about Dallas. Dallas didn't have a third scorer. They did not have a third scorer.
Yeah.
They have another guy that can give you 20, 22 a night.
With Tim Hardaway Jr. and Derrick Jones both out the mix,
gone.
you know what I'm saying? Now you have a guy.
It's a big upgrade.
Yeah.
So Warriors released a statement after Klay dipped, thanking him for his time with the team and announcing plans to retire his jersey. We have that post for you. It's a long-ass post, but basically you're getting emotional again. Just thanking him for all the stuff they do. And obviously it was a given that he was going to get that jersey retired for his 13 years of service. 6 trips to the NBA Finals, 5 All-Star Game appearances, a bunch of NBA records for his notorious bucket getting.
So is this what we're going to start doing when we start doing this shit? Like, guys start leaving teams and shit, you just do
Hell yeah.
Doing this?
Hell yeah. For
the other guys you're trying to get, they're going to get a nice press release as well when they do.
Nah, this is the least that they could have did. You literally rolled the dice. You literally put your money on this Paul George and put somebody to the side, and you miss both.
So do Paul George get one of these?
No. What do you get?
He didn't win no championship.
From the Clippers?
For who?
Just saying, for being on the team for a long time.
You got to remember.
I'm just saying, like,
they're dedicating one of their 1,100 toilets in his honor.
Man, Golden State fans.
It'll be the PG.
Golden State fans is
box.
probably hot right now.
Because they didn't get PG.
No, but you realizing that Klay gave back money to stay, and you guys sitting here playing around.
Well, I mean, I've seen a mixed bag with the Warriors fans. A lot of them thought
since this came out.
But I'm saying a lot of them were like, look, they gave him his bread when he was hurt. You know, did reasonable business, and there was kind of indications behind the scenes that they may have been heading this direction for a while. So we love Klay, but also we could have got PG. We could have.
You could have. You did.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
How do you feel now?
Well,
you didn't. So how do you feel? Like, I can say if this move was to get PG and you got him, you don't need.
Then you're fine.
This right here is yeah. But you lost both.
Yeah.
If you'd have kept Jordan Poole, it would have been good. Jordan Poole was different, man.
Yeah.
He was it's almost like I'm reminiscing on an old school player that played back. I'm like, Jordan Poole was so cold.
Back in our day.
Man.
Back in the day.
He was so good, man. Shit, man, that nigga had wiggle out there. And now he is lost in translation.
No. He came back strong.
At the end, but it wasn't Jordan Poole that we know.
Put him off the.
No, they put him on the bench. No, at the end of the season.
He had a couple 30
They're like reactivated.
Yeah, reactivated.
Not even.
Bench had to recharge him a little bit.
Yeah.
Will the Warriors be able to repair their relationship with Klay down the line? Or
I mean, repair it anymore.
What do you mean repair?
Just some.
I mean, they got to put his jersey up there. So you got to come back. He gonna cry.
Will he show up?
Cry.
He feels some type of way.
He's
when you
gonna show up, for sure.
when you unfollow somebody though. When you go to the button,
remove photos.
When you push the button and say unfollow, you can't.
Yeah, you feel it.
Because I can tell you, like, I don't know how many people follow, but you got. Because that probably Warrior.
Sure?
No.
Delete? Are you sure?
No, because it's Warriors, so he probably followed them a long time ago. So he had to.
He had to.
That's energy. You see how much energy that is?
Or just type Warriors.
I feel some type of way.
Now, when you angry, you don't type shit.
You ain't typing shit.
Let me see who else I need to unfollow.
Who else follow them? I'm unfollowing everybody who follows
the mascot, goddamn, the PR, fuck all
Nigga famous Lo said Klay unfollowed him too. He was like, damn, man. You know what's getting mad? All ties.
With me.
Damn.
What y'all on over here?
Los was the biggest Warriors fan. Nigga.
What y'all niggas on? Hey, what I do, Klay? What I do? So Warriors signed D'Anthony Melton to a 1-year deal, I believe. Tuesday, Warriors acquired Kyle Anderson from the Wolves in a sign and trade for a future second-round pick swap. Anderson set to get a 3-year, $27 million deal for the UCLA legend. Slow-mo.
So,
For who? What team?
Timberwolves.
so
Timberwolves re-signed?
No, Kyle Anderson's going to the Warriors now.
Oh, so they went from Klay Thompson.
they went from Splash Brother to Knuckleball.
That's pickleball. That nigga playing pickleball out there.
Anderson high back.
Y'all have fun out there.
There's also discussion that they're trying to get Buddy Hield as well to come on the I understand. I just merely report the news.
Now you still want Kuminga to stay over there in that
This
crashing,
Splash
burning
Brother.
building? Hell no.
Splash Brother.
Kaminga said, shit, Klay, you won't go to the Lakers? I might, but what will Kyle Anderson bring?
Who's running that ship over there? A Dookie?
All right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she's a doo-doo. She's a doo-doo, too. She's a doo-doo, too. I forgot all about your doo-doo.
Not too much.
I don't like Duke at all, but I don't hold that against you.
No one likes Duke at all.
A fine academic.
I mean, I like the people that went there, just not the person that controlled it.
That controlled it.
Coach K, Nate McMillan. It's like 4 trigger words for Gil.
Oh, this is a triggering event.
Gil, you know you're gonna see Coach K in Vegas when we're at Summer League, and we're gonna see what the energy's like.
We said two little.
He walked by the glass.
Yeah.
He walked by the glass. That took 2 shots of courage.
That nigga Gilbert.
Walk by again.
I wish you would. I wish you would.
Hey, we can run up on him. I'm just telling you. He's a civilian now. He's a civilian.
Let's jump.
What's up,
Nah,
dog?
Let's jump.
It's just fun hating Duke. It's just fun.
You get the hip.
I just get to blame one person.
I got the left hip.
What's up, Mike?
He can call me right now for an interview. I'm like, oh my God, Coach K's the best. Yeah, no, I'm easily
Don't bring the bill.
persuaded.
A very reasonable, rational human being. But let's keep this thing moving. We will head over now to Oklahoma City. Thunder have been active this offseason. So after landing all defensive guard Alex Caruso in a trade with the Bulls for Josh Giddey straight up, they also retained sharpshooter Isaiah Joe, giving him a 4-year, $48 million deal, and wing Aaron Wiggins, who got a 5-year, $47 million deal. Monday, they addressed their need at center by snatching Isaiah Hartenstein away from the Knicks with a 3-year, $87 million deal. So in Caruso and Hartenstein, the Thunder have added 2 solid role players to a team that finished first in the West last season, and they didn't have to come up off of any first-round picks
How do they keep doing
to
this?
do so. This
getting away with
Sam
this.
Presti is
Smart.
Sam Presti. So want to know, Rashad, I'll start with you. Do you like the Thunder adding Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein to the roster?
I do. But they just still seem like a mediocre team. Just for the namesake.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like on paper, you look at it, it wouldn't glare to you. But then you look at what Hartenstein would play to 4.
5. Chettle
Start to the 4. Oh, that's weird. That's scary then. So then you're looking at what Caruso starting at the 2.
Yuck.
Jalen Williams at the 3.
Yuck.
Lockdown defender, Gil. Lakers legend, Alex Caruso.
Caruso.
Yeah,
I don't think I would.
You don't think you'll start Caruso? Who you? Isaiah Joe?
You got Dort as well.
Joe or Wiggins? I lead him on the bench. Caruso.
I feel like they're going to have to battle it out in training camp because I feel
Caruso's
like that
proven.
spot is.
He's proven.
But not on this team. Not with this team.
Just in the league, his years. You know what I'm saying? You don't just throw him out there, trade for him, and then bring him out
And
the
then
bench.
bring him out the bench.
Yeah.
I guess.
It makes him stronger, though.
Yeah, I mean, they addressed their needs, strengthened the roster.
Yeah. It's just no glaring star. I was expecting them to go get a 3-man.
Well, I mean, you expect Chet to kind of come into that star role.
And Jalen is about to be one.
Jalen Williams about to.
Chet not a star.
Not yet. He said
He's getting there, though. Year 2 Chet.
Yeah, this might be the
He might gain like 3 pounds.
We don't got to worry about banging with all the
Bulk
big
up.
people no more as much.
Chet got potential, but he ain't no star. Williams has got potential. He ain't no star.
He's getting close to that level, though.
Well, you think that it would be easier for them to to transition to the star role now that they have like legitimate, like proven role players?
They just don't have pressure to go prove that they're stars. SGA is the
They
only
will
one.
now, though, after
SJ
finishing first.
Yeah, but SJ the only one that got to hold that up. He's got to hold up the MVP, candidate situation.
Honestly, I don't think he has that because I think everyone thinks that was his award that he should have won. So like, I'm just like,
This is his second year averaging 30.
and he should have won MVP last.
All right, so this year coming in, all the pressure's on him in that team now. Because now he's the only bona fide starter. It's like, this your team, like we're on your back, and you ain't got no help.
I can see Jalen Williams becoming an all-star next season if they are one of the top teams.
So you're going to go what? Shea at the 1, Dort at the 2, Jalen at the 3, Chet at the 4, and Hartenstein at the 5.
And then bringing Caruso off the bench.
Okay, so that meant.
Is he the point?
Who?
Caruso.
No.
His backup point guard?
Who's
You're going to have to be the backup. Because my thing is, why would you? We knew Giddey was gone. I said he's the odd man out because he can't shoot.
Yeah.
I think they got rid of him because of the bullshit.
Yeah, but Caruso can't shoot too, and he's smaller.
And he's
so
smaller.
your lineup is very small if he's in the lineup. You can't 6'8" that had more points, rebounds, and assists,
passing,
and you bring in a guy who's just there for defense is a downgrade.
And you got Dort who's in there for defense.
That's what I'm saying. So it will be a downgrade if you're starting him from who you had before.
Yeah.
So if he comes off the bench, then it makes sense. But as a starter, it's going to be a downgrade from last year because you're losing height, you're losing someone who can play 1, 2, 3, and guard 1, 2.
But he can score. Like Giddey could score.
But that's what I'm saying. Giddey's 6'8" with
10, 6, and 6.
So he had 12, 6, and 5.
Some confidence issues in the postseason, got benched at points during the postseason last year. But you also got to remember, Thunder got about 11 first-round picks. It's not like they can't make some moves to still bring in a potential star at some point down the road. But
he played 80 games last year. That was one thing that nobody talked about with this team.
They all played.
They all played.
Games.
Yeah. 80, 79, 82, 71, 75.
Yeah, I think that's
Chet played all 82 games last year.
a bad move for Giddey going to Chicago. I think he'll play, but it's just not going to look the same for him. I think he's going to feel out of whack not having a bunch of guys that can contribute to what he do, which is facilitate.
Yeah, because there's a lot of one-on-one ISO players on the Bulls.
Yeah.
So was
Not a lot of movement, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just bad.
So we have a MostlyFans question from underdog user Daddy MC. That's his name, so I had to say it. Will Caruso and Hartenstein have an impact on the Thunder the way Drew and Porzingis had with the Celtics? And is it championship or bust for the Thunder now?
No and no.
No.
Talking about Porzingis is 20 and 10. You're talking about Drew Holiday as defensive player of the year.
MostlyFans question.
Bombing threes. from
Daddy
30
MC, I just wanted to
feet,
get you your
like, that's what it
$50.
is?
I just wanted to get you your 50 piece.
Hartenstein and the guy.
Hartenstein gets the rebound and don't shoot, and then Caruso is not aggressive offensively. So
No, I think notable, but that's the point too. They have so much flexibility now to be able to move and bring in another big time piece somewhere down the road.
Hartenstein is a light-skinned Kenneth Fareed.
What a random.
Two black men in America.
Like, he's just out there, energy, play hard, get the rebound. Like, he just stole from the bank. He stole.
but that's why you can't.
He stole.
That's probably what they need, though. You think so?
They need
Nah.
Our resident Knicks fan did.
Because
He gets offensive.
He stole.
You wouldn't? You don't think he helped last year?
I just don't want to disagree with Rashad.
He stole.
Why you don't want to? It's you, the Knicks.
Just saying, he know
That's
that.
your man, Steve.
How much did he get paid?
80.
3 for 87. He got
3 for 87. I think the Knicks should get 4 for 72.
If Knicks would have signed him back, would you have been mad?
At that price tag, it just was too much for the Knicks to do.
But it would have been like 4 for 72, right, or somewhere in that range.
Yeah, something like
but
that.
even
I
that,
think he brought a lot of value to the Knicks, more than just rebounding, like decision making with the ball. He was pretty good at that for a big, but
Was 4
he
years?
doesn't have to do that on OKC.
Was 4 years 72 too much for him, or?
I think the Knicks can probably find a replacement at that price.
What's the difference between him and Achua? Achua's more athletic. He can catch them lobs and he go out there and block shots. All Hartenstein do is go out there and hit that ball out for an extra possession.
Tyson Chandler?
Nah.
Oh my Lord.
Harkistan like Tyson?
Hit the ball,
We like Tyson, but Tyson at least gonna go block shots and dunk the ball. Like
IQ.
I think he's.
That's IQ.
Because a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, when you know that's your only job, that you can actually go out there and do that to stay in the game.
Because some people
that don't count as a rebound.
No, you tip it to
extra
someone else
possession.
to get a rebound.
I can't get it, but
But some people will let the other team get it.
It's a good team thing. It's a good you got a guy that's gonna go out there and know.
Damn,
Just hit the ball.
Yeah.
It's like
high IQ, Rashad. A black man in America.
84
A possessor of a black job.
84 mil to re-up to do that.
Black job.
But shout out to Jonathan Isaac. He got paid too down there in Orlando. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's a lot of guys getting some money that deserve it.
Getting paid.
Well, everyone except Josiah Johnson. Unfortunately.
Man, you got like 6 jobs, bro.
Yeah. I know, Gil, you was on the live fucking snitching on me. I have an image that I project.
Yeah, I see that. Same one I got.
I'm just a normal, regular human.
At least you're not getting stood up, my nigga.
It hurt.
Man.
I knew that shit hurt your feelings. You acted like you didn't care. But
listen.
No, because I was waiting.
the fact that it's been
I was
2
up
hours,
and I was waiting.
It's been 2 hours.
I was waiting. I was fucking dressed.
I know you had a
You
good
was
game
dressed?
plan.
Yes.
Good game
You
plan.
didn't just take
Fitted.
yourself out to Nobu, just have a nice feel-good time.
I was gonna just do that, and Ling Ling took an overtime, and I said, "She, I'm
6:30 appointment. Ling Ling always
going to sleep, man." I had
the
my
Nobu thing
cologne
too.
on and everything.
This was the first date.
First date.
First date at Nobu.
Wait, where is
says a lot.
He about to
I
have
was
some
willing.
DM.
I want to hear
I
no
was
more about
willing.
Applebee's, bro.
He about to have some DM Nobu.
I said,
Nobu?
I give you something for some Nobu.
Talking about Applebee's.
I ain't had a sister in a minute. It's been a minute since I opened the sister gate.
It's Applebee's, cheesecake, Nobu.
Yeah.
He went straight to
Like
the
that, 'cause
The fact that
Applebee's,
and
man.
he was taking the sister to Nobu, so you know
You gotta take the risk. You gotta take the risk. Take the risk.
Shad just
Take
be
the
yapping.
risk.
He be yapping, don't he? He be yapping.
I was on my ass. Look at
That's
him.
it.
Y'all gotta get. Hey, listen, ladies.
For no-
Ladies. He's
on,
a
bro.
softie out. He's a softie. You gotta get through him.
Yapping.
Foot massages and butt rubs and all kind of shit. I do all that shit. I do all that shit.
Trying to make a move for PG.
I don't tell you about the dessert until it's over with, the meal over with. And we going to the crib and
Try to make
get
a
a
move.
nice little foot massage. Yeah.
Try to make a
Dessert
move
and
for
all
PG.
that.
Ended up having to go to Ling Ling. It's
That's
all
it,
good.
man.
Shout out to Ling
I'm
Ling.
cool on them.
So after the news of iHeart coming to the Thunder broke, Chet Holmgren showed him some love with the following tweet, saying, "Welcome to the O, my bright-skinned twins."
Chet is a white man, isn't he?
Well, he has Negro tendencies. He likes Jamaican food.
I don't know. I
This
mean,
OKC team, they're very unserious.
I like that. Yeah.
Chet is a very unserious
They're
human
so
being, but he is
unserious.
comedy. My bright-skinned twins, they do kind of favor each other.
No, I like that. I like the team itself because it's a team.
Like when they do their little group
Yeah, the group interviews.
It feels like a little college.
You hope that it lasts. Like they roll with each other. Seems like these guys are all about it. But is the 4 spot?
Can I ask you something? What they do right here, right? So no one has the pressure on each other and they can divide, right? We like this.
Yeah.
You remember when D Wade and LeBron used to do it together, right? It was pointed out as weakness.
Do what?
When they did the interviews, they always did the interviews
always
together, so you couldn't say, well, LeBron has said,
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't do that because they both sitting right there. Which one do you like better?
So for me, you know,
Them,
There's
because I
enough
feel like
stars
that's like
on their team to
this
do
comes
it.
from like a more genuine.
more youthful, like
But you know how like Jaylen Brown, you know how they keep throwing that back and forth? It seems like moving forward
They should be in it
to
together.
stop the narratives that
Start
they
doing
try to
that
do
shit
between.
together.
You go there together now, someone can't creep
They
in and say
don't.
that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Is it a? Do they agree upon that before? Like, if me and Jalen had this, hey, whenever we do interviews, we're gonna do it together.
Well, that's why I think people like the OKC. 'Cause I don't think that they.
The media, your media personnel should be doing that now.
yeah, y'all all go.
Yeah, just go. Just, hey, man, because what happens is I'm saying something
But
to
they
you.
generally gotta like each other, or else it's gonna look real forced.
Yeah.
Like you can't. You gotta make sure that the vibes is right because people gonna see right through that.
Yeah, like you said, if that is OKC is a college team, you can kind of sense that they kind of all hang out and play 2K.
They all hang out,
together.
yeah.
there ain't shit to do in OKC. So
They work, all know each other, high fiving and shit.
you want to pull up to my post game interview? Shit, ain't shit else to do out here. Applebee's.
They shop at the same store.
yeah.
But do you like Chet now moving over to the 4 and kind of playing that exclusively?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, last year was a learning curve for him, and he played well. I mean, I think if his team wasn't as good as it was, his numbers would have been better. But the fact that he still played like that with the caliber of player that he had, shows what type of talent he is. So putting him at the 4, I don't know if I put him at the 4. I think it'll go back and forth. It depends on who he's guarding. Right, it depends on who he's guarding.
At least you have the option now.
Yeah.
I like Hartenstein at the 4.
Yeah, that's what I said. It all depends. We playing against Greek, take your ass to Lopez.
Yeah.
We guard Embiid, take your ass to whoever this is. Right. So you get to switch them a little bit. So it kind of helps them.
Yeah.
Like your shot? It's okay, man. There's other fish in the sea. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I mean,
who wouldn't want to go
I
to
just never
Noble?
was sold on Chet.
Okay,
I just never was sold on Chet. I was the Bobo guy. I'm a Wemby guy now.
Shout out to Bobo.
So
a lot of us are rocking with.
They gave him a 1-year deal.
In Phoenix? Man, Bobo gonna stay employed. Good for him.
Shout out Bobo and the Ball
Can't teach
family.
that.
Just ready for him to just,
Can't teach it. They don't want to give it to him
why not?
because he don't want it.
Yeah, but they keep keeping him on the team.
He that good.
Because he got
That's so crazy.
some upside. Shout out to Bobo.
His
How long?
upside.
But we gonna talk about his upside until how old? How old?
Until-
is
till
how
about
old is his
30,
age out of the
30.
upside?
At least about 20, 40,
20.
How old is he?
28, 27, 23, maybe.
Hey, and he in a city where there's a bunch of work, and that he just out there. Like if you ain't playing, you working.
Yeah. Bobo, 24 years old, still a young
yeah,
man.
He got years of upside left.
You know the thing about Bobo? He needs a Van Gundy or Nate McMillan.
Yeah.
That's the coach that needs him.
Put a fire in
A
him.
little
To
bit.
push him, to keep him going. But you also he's like one of those guys that look like he needs to be rewarded.
Yes, I was just about
Like
to
you
say,
can't.
they got to reward
I just thought about it. He needs a coach that's going to reward him, right? Like, you know how it's like, do this first and I reward you. Some people you need to reward first so they can see
like,
what
"Oh,
they
I like
got.
this."
Oh, I like this feeling. Oh my God.
If you keep doing this, I keep giving you this.
Go out there, play 38, 40 minutes, and then see how that feel. Like in preseason, he's playing 48. I need for him to see what it feels like.
Maximum
Right, so go out there and play. There's no sub for you.
Yep.
Go, let me see what you do.
Yep.
So now he's out there playing the game. Now when he's done, he knows how his body feels and says, hey, I like this.
This what this feel like?
This what this feel like?
This what 38 feel
now,
like?
Now he might start coming in early.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because if you ain't getting no minutes, man, let's
At a
just be
certain
honest.
point, you're like, all right.
All right, fuck it.
No, your body adjusts differently. 20 minutes to 38 minutes, you're like, yo, I see Gil really feel like he doing this shit.
Now you got a little motherfucker in there lifting weight. Like, what you doing here, Bobo? Hey, man,
that 38 does.
They coming at me now.
Coming at me.
I need some meat on these bones.
Oh, shit.
And that motherfucker, the game started at 7. He walking in at 6:59. Hey, man. Who we playing tonight?
Eating fries and shit.
Yeah, they done started. You done
Fries
forgot
and
the
shit.
schedule. Who we playing tonight?
Let me get a burger, man. Let me get a
That was me
burger.
my rookie year.
Snickers, get a Snickers.
I made a whole YouTube video saying we playing this team, and it was not the team we was playing.
Why?
Damn.
You learned a valuable
I was
lesson.
like, oh wait, we're not playing this team. We're playing a different team.
So,
2 hours before the 2 hours before the
Correction.
game start. 2 hours before the game start. Yikes.
so we got some other news to report. Kemba Walker announced his retirement after 12 seasons in the league on Tuesday. So Walker made the announcement on his social media pages. Won a national championship at UConn and got the nickname Cardiac Kemba for his legendary run through the Big East tournament that season before becoming the Hornets' 9th overall pick in the 2011 draft. Walker was a 4-time All-Star, spent the bulk of his career in Charlotte, and is the Hornets' all-time leader in points, minutes, field goals, and threes. Averaged 19 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds in 750 regular season games. Chunking the proverbial deuces on his basketball career. I believe he would now be joining the Hornets staff as an assistant coach.
Oh,
But
wow.
what's your reaction to Kemba Walker retiring? Give him the smoke. Give Kemba the smoke. Congrats, Kemba.
He was one of those guards, man, that was really, really talented, but obviously he played on a team that didn't have coverage, right? Very shifty, knew how to score, fast. I mean, he was a legit star guard. He just played in Charlotte, which nobody really got to see him like that. But when you went through there and you had to guard him, you knew it was problems that night. So, it's great that he got to play his career out, his dream, and now he gets to retire and go to that next level, which is coaching.
Still only 34 years old, a lot of life ahead of him.
Damn.
Baby.
Damn, 34 only?
Yes.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, hey, hold on, man. No, hey, man, bring your black ass back in the game. You got 3 more years, dog.
Oh, I was just
you got 3 more. You got
You
3
say
more.
you don't got it no more.
Nah, man,
He
you
didn't
got
say
it.
that. He didn't say that. That ain't what
said
that
he
is.
good.
That ain't
got
what that
it.
is.
3 more.
hear
He
him
gave.
on the-
He gave up.
You heard him on the
7
He gave
p.m.
up.
Made the mouse on
Mellow
7 p.m. in
podcast?
Brooklyn with
Wait, he was overseas. Was he killing?
No,
Nah, I don't think so.
he was over it. When you go over there,
He was mentally.
when you
He
go
went to
over
Monaco.
there,
He was on vacay.
Ooh.
it ain't even vacate. It's like it's a sentence.
In Monaco?
In Monaco? That's a cool
I'm talking about
shit.
overseas basketball.
Oh, I get it.
When you're
for everybody.
leaving here and you're forced to go over here just to hoop,
What if he just wanted to take a little trip before he got
he didn't want
into
to
his
stop
next
playing.
career?
He didn't want to stop playing
Nobody
basketball.
wants to. Yeah, nobody wants to stop. It's,
Not NBA, not when you still like
But you
Kemba
still
went
go.
from
You
Kemba
still go.
to then going to the Celtics, right?
Yep.
And then them being like, I don't know if you still got it, and then moving you right along to out of the league, right? And you sitting there like, man, I'm 31. I can still fucking hoop. There's a lot of guys that career stopped early because the league stopped.
Fucking with him.
They stopped believing in them.
Yeah.
So then you start believing in yourself. Once you go over there, you're like, damn, I'm in motherfucking Monaco. I'm in fucking Mexico.
He was only playing 11 minutes per game out there.
Come on, man. And then you playing 11 minutes overseas. You just came from the NBA, bro. I'm like, yo, what?
like, I understand where it is. It's different. Yeah.
And I feel bad because when I see it and I know you got more years, Mike Beasley's, Isaiah Thomas's, all of those young guys that could be mid-level exception guys come in and get you at least 10.
Yeah.
Get you 10 points off the bench as a reserve. And you see all the other talent that's out there playing, it's just, we come from a different time, man. I mean, we can't turn back the clock, but shit, man.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Well, shout out Kemba. Enjoy your retirement and enjoy all the bread that you accumulated during your NBA career. You'll be living comfortably.
Yeah.
If you ever want to pull up the Gills Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy, whoop, whoop, we would love to have you. So now let's move on to MostlyFans. As a reminder, if you want to join the Underdog Fantasy movement, download the app, use promo code GIL. You get up to $250 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em. So we've got a video submission from Underdog user Zadarian.
What's going on, guys? I know the off season is when you guys usually do all of your trips with your families and whatnot. So I want to know, what was your favorite place to go and travel to in the summertime and vacation?
Favorite place to vacation?
Nassau, Bahamas for me.
Yep. I was going to say the same
Yeah,
thing.
when I first got my first little check, boy, and I went there and I had such a blast.
It's so
my
fun,
rookie
man.
after my rookie season, that's the only place I actually like. Right, I'm actually looking for a place out there. I mean,
For vacation purposes, correct?
I'm lying.
For vacation purposes?
No. Never mind.
Never mind.
Jump the gun.
Jump the gun. Motherfuckers might think I got money.
Going out there. Where your house at?
What you got over there, girl?
We are a poor podcast.
Yeah, I was looking for a little beach house. Bed on the wall.
We
That'd be
could
nice.
do the
Little
arena.
timeshare.
Little timeshare.
It's
There you
only
go.
timing for me. Sharing it with me.
So you guys both say Nassau,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bahamas.
You like
I
Bahamas?
haven't been to Nassau in a minute, but we used to go a lot when I was younger. And yeah, it was
That's
fun.
fun.
It's fun.
That's
So
fun.
much to do.
Miami. Yeah.
Turned up.
Yeah.
Shot.
Nigga, man, come on, dog.
Miami.
Come on, get out.
You asked what it was.
It's turned up.
Back then, it was Miami. What the fuck?
That's where he wanted to go.
Shit, it was a different planet back then.
Listen. It was a different planet.
I'm trying to tell you.
Miami.
Memorial Day weekend.
Nassau.
Miami was his own
Thursday.
vacation.
Yeah.
Miami on a random
He said a
Thursday.
random Thursday.
Shit.
Get in, it is
Like,
turned
what kind
up.
of party is this? What the hell you got?
Hey, no.
I
Hey, no.
expected you to say something
No,
else.
to be honest, before Miami in the summer you just randomly see a whole bunch of NBA players with the shirt off, riding motorcycle. It felt like a real vacation, though. It did.
It was different. Star Island and all the damn parties
I'm not even gonna lie.
and nigga, what?
People were like, yo, let's go. You going out of the country? Now I'm going to Miami.
For sure.
Miami for sure. See you on Ocean Drive.
4th of July, Ocean Drive. You got your nice little cabana, little
Miami
hotel.
used to be like a vacation destination. Now people like live
That's where you go find your wife at.
now.
Used to.
Oh,
You go to Miami, you get you a nice little Cuban Jones, you get you a nice little, you know what I'm saying, get you some exotic. You know what I'm saying? Get you a Miami-Dade Jones, little
shout out.
Little Negro. You get you a little Negro out there.
Shout out to the lovely
nice.
city. So it is 4th of July weekend.
saying.
And 4th of July weekend starting now, right? Everybody taking Thursday, Friday, so they getting their moves
I
on.
did have to have a meeting this morning because they were like, "Oh, we're going off early for the holiday."
Yeah.
Like it's Wednesday.
Well, it is an important holiday.
Yeah, I didn't know we wasn't coming to work tomorrow.
Gil, I know you don't believe in designated off days, but holiday pay, we had to save some bread so we could spend that on NBA Summer League.
What y'all doing for the-
we will be at the Mandalay Bay for anybody you're looking at us with smoke. At the Mandalay Bay.
Kenyan's cooking.
If you have an issue with Gil, go to the Mandalay Bay. You will see him in the lobby at some point.
Kenyan's house.
Yeah.
I know.
Kenyan barbecuing.
I don't know if he gave everybody invites, but listen.
I know.
He got the dog out front.
Everybody,
Kenyan, can I
I inviting everybody to Kenyan's house. Trust me.
If you can find it, pull up.
I ate the food when he brought it to the show.
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
Instant-itis. Shout out to Kenny.
Instant-itis.
Yeah, he brought that brisket.
Not going.
He saved me a rib
Hey,
too.
listen. I know the food's good. He don't want to. I had my shoes off on this couch watching. He got a house full of people. I mean, that motherfucker just like this. Just watching. You good, Gil? Yeah, I'm good.
I just like him up.
So before we let you get on to your 4th of July holiday weekend, if you watch the show every day with us, then you know we have a tremendous crew and staff that helps make this show great. One of those people is our director, Paolo Grassini. Paolo has been instrumental in the growth and development of this show. Every time you hear the Cemetery Larry theme or they fucking up in the background, that type of stuff, in addition to all the incredible camera work, it's because of Paolo. Well, Paolo is getting married next week.
Yeah.
So to celebrate that momentous occasion, Paolo, we got a special gift for you. Your very own Gil's Arena director chair. Come on out. Come on out. We got the gift for you.
Come on, bring it. Come on out.
You see Paolo.
Yeah.
So when they fucking up in the back, that's who you blame.
I'm fucking up in the back.
But Paolo, we just want you to know how much we appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for everything that you do for the show every single day. All the streams you see, whether it's NBA 2K and everything else going on.
That's him.
That's it. You can hear him now on the mic with me talking. That is Paolo. So Paolo, congrats on your wedding. Years and years of love and happiness for you.
Yeah. Just agree. Just say yes to everything.
Just say yes to everything.
Just say yes. Yes, baby. Yes, baby.
Applebee's honeymoon. And as always, we appreciate all y'all. Lexie, it was great to have you back on this couch. We look forward to seeing you back on the court soon.
Welcome
and we'll continue to love and support you. Sean and Gil, is always a pleasure working with you. Somebody's gonna go to Nobu with you at some point.
No more Applebee's. I'm gonna upgrade it up.
Okay.
Upgrade it up.
Upgrade those things. Rashad is abandoned Applebee's.
Tonight is round game 2. Kenyan and Brendan.
Tonight, NBA 2K simulation round 2. Kenyan versus Brandon on No Chill Gil YouTube channel. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Strap up.
Move Around Podcast. Let's go.
And watch the Move Around Podcast. But this is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa. We will see y'all next week.